Hello, hello. Hey, it's Cyanica. Hey, it's been a bit. I was dying last week and the week before that. Well, mostly last week. The week before that, I was okay. I was okay for the most part. Yeah, I'm good now though. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm happy to see you guys. I'm EP. I'm sleepy, but I'm not sick no more. See, last week I was dying. It was so bad. I had a fever that lasted for 5 days. So I had a 5-day fever, and then once I started to get over my fever, I started taking antibiotics. And one thing about me is that antibiotics do not do well with my body, like at all. Anytime I have to take any form of antibiotics, it always ends terribly. So it was a bad time. It was a terrible time. I'll be good now. Hey, doggo, thanks for the subscribe. I'm glad you're still around after 51 whole months. That's a lot of time. That's a big lot of time. It's not a lot of time. Yeah, 5 days. I had a 5-day fever. Isn't that crazy? That's not the longest I've had a fever for, though. Last year, because I work with kids, you know, I'm prone to getting sick. Last year, I had a fever for, it was 7 days. Last year, I had a fever for 7 whole days. And that also was bacterial. So I also got put on antibiotics for that one. So bad times all around, but we're good now. Yeah, we're all smiles today. You're gonna gaze into my eyes. Not if I gaze into yours first. Stare into my eyes. Tell me what you see. I hope you see something nice. Cause you know, I like my eyes. I think my eyes are nice. Oh God, an entire week. Yeah, last year when I had it for a whole week though, it was literally it was literally a fever of 103.8, which is like right under like go to the hospital levels of fever. So I was suffering. I remember I learned the hard way that when your fever is really high that you should not sleep with the blanket on even if you feel super cold, because I slept with the blanket on and I woke up and I was hallucinating and my fever was 105 because of all the blankets. It was like I was overheating. Yeah, so if you have a fever, guys, do not, if you have a big, like a big fever, you go do it with a little fever. But if you got a big fever, do not sleep with blankets. Do not sleep with blankets. You will not be okay. You will not be, it was so bad. That was the worst. I think that's the worst sickness I've gotten since being a teacher. Because, you know, being a teacher means I'm in a petri dish full of all of the students' sicknesses. So, you know, I'm more prone to catching 1,000 plagues than anything else. So it's not fun. It's not a fun experience, but I do like teaching. Teacher, help me how to solve my problems. Listen, you solve your problems like this. You solve your problems by smiling. Yeah. Smiling can solve a lot of problems. You're angry, you just smile. You're sad, you just smile. Yeah, that'll solve all your problems. You're in the middle of sobbing? Oh, I can't take it anymore. You smile. Okay, you smile through it all, and it'll solve all your problems. You a teacher? Can you teach me? Can you help me with organic chemistry? Nah, homie. I'm a kindergarten teacher. I can help you if you need help learning your ABCs or your 1, 2, 3s. If you don't know how to read, I can help teach people how to read from start to finish, because that's what I do all day long. But if you need help in any other regard, I'm sorry. I can teach you that people in the community, that everybody in the community is helpful, and we all work together to make things nice. I can teach you how to share. I can teach you about sharing. I can teach you the different shapes, 2D and 3D, because they do learn 3D shapes in kindergarten. Fun fact. It's really funny because people think that in kindergarten they just play all day, but kindergarten is like when like the rigor starts, you know. That's what kindergarten is, when you start doing everything. They be learning about 3D shapes. They learn how to add and subtract. They learn how to solve word problems. It starts in kindergarten, so. Teacher, I'm depressed. Will smiling help? Yeah, of course. Yeah, just smile and no more depression. Smile and it be gone. Can you believe that? Can you believe you just smile and then all the problems disappear? I was like, hi Jax, how are you? Yeah, there you go, doggo. There's the spirit. Just smile. it solves everything. Come on now. Come on, just smile and watch a VTuber. All right, smile and watch a VTuber. And bonus points if you're smiling while you watch a VTuber, then you're really going to feel all of your problems go away. You know what I mean? Yeah, my new haircut. You still like it? I know I showed y'all my new haircut last week, but I don't know if everybody liked my new hair. So you still like my new haircut? You got 2 more weeks left of school? Huh, I think my school has exactly a month left. June 9th or 10th or 11th, one of those days is our last day. I don't exactly know the last day of school because, I mean, students' last day is not teachers' last day. My last day is probably going to be like the 12th or so. I haven't looked at a calendar though, because you know, you gotta pack up all of our things. Hopefully I'm staying in the same classroom next year, because if you have to switch classrooms, then cleaning up at the end of the year is a crazy endeavor. Because at least the rules for cleaning up a classroom, at least at my school, you have to, nothing can be on top of anything. So you can't have any buckets or anything left on top of like shelves or anything. If you're staying in the same classroom, what you can do is you can put all your stuff inside of a shelf. Then you go to the store, all your stuff inside of shelves, right? Then you go to the store, like a home improvement store. You buy yourself some plastic wrap, and you have to plastic wrap all the furniture so that when the janitors move it during the summer, it won't fall out. That's if you're staying in the same classroom. If you're not staying in the same classroom, everything's got to get into a box. You got to go out and buy 1,000,000 boxes and then put everything in. But I've only ever taught in my same classroom. They have never moved me. They usually move teachers for like, no, I don't know why they do it, honestly. They usually move them to different class. I've never been moved. I've been in the same classroom for all the 3 years I've been teaching. So I buy plastic wrap, which plastic wrap's expensive, by the way. If you want like a normal roll of like furniture plastic wrap, it's like $40 around these parts. All right. So you go to the store, buy you some $40 plastic wrap, you wrap up all your shelves, and you're good to go. Anything that's on top of a shelf can either go inside of a shelf or go in a box. So I usually put everything, I got storage containers. I usually put everything in storage containers and then the rest inside of shelves, and I'm good to go. Why are we having class on the weekends? Because the weekend, I'm not working during the weekend. So I gotta work with you guys during the weekends, you know? When else are we gonna have it? Hello, mommy issues. Welcome to Puppy Academy. What is that in pounds sterling? I don't know. Money. I'm getting non-renewed for my first year teaching. Oh. Wait, why? Why? What happened? What happens if I redeem band outfit right now? Literally nothing. I don't have a band outfit. I don't have a band outfit, right? I thought about making one for this because this is a customizable model, meaning I can change my outfit on the fly if I really truly wanted to. It'd take a while though. You'd be watching me play dress up on my model, but I thought about making one. I did. Is that a new model? Kind of. It's a customizable one. It's a pre-made model basically, and I get to press a few toggles to change colors and outfits and whatnot. But yeah, the only problem about being a teacher, like your first 3 years, it is kind of scary because your contract for teaching as a beginning teacher, your contract does not get renewed, like automatically renewed. Like, so at the end of the year, the teacher can, like the principal can just decide like, you know what, we don't want this person here. We're just not going to renew the contract. But once you get past, once you get past the beginning of your teacher, I think you can sign like 3 to 5 year contracts from my understanding. I'm not sure. I'm still a baby teacher. I'm still a baby teacher. This is my last year being a baby teacher. And my stay is 3 years. So next year I will be considered a veteran teacher. Yeah. And I won't have to go to stupid extra meetings for being a quote unquote beginning teacher. Which having to go to beginning teacher meetings when you're like a third year teacher is kind of ridiculous, because the first year you really need it, right? The first year those teacher meetings are like, oh, how to do classroom management, how to get your kids to listen to you, how to blah blah blah, what's the best way to do this, what's the best way to do that, what's the best way to do this and that. And then the second year it's a little bit helpful. You're like, all right, get some extra tips, you know, Okay, maybe my classroom management still needs some work. But then by the 3rd year, you're just sitting there like, okay, I've heard this for the first 2 years. Why y'all telling me it again for the 3rd year? Like, I feel like beginning teachers should be 2 years and not 3. Because by the 3rd year, I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there in those stupid beginning teacher meetings. Like, okay, yeah, y'all told me this the other 2 years. Yes, I'm doing this in my classroom. This is my 3rd year. What? What, you think it's my first? No. Baby teacher? Yeah, I'm a baby teacher, technically. You're a quote-unquote beginning teacher for a few years before you become a veteran teacher. And beginning teachers have extra stuff they got to do. So I'm still technically a baby teacher. I'm not a veteran teacher until I finish this year out. So once this year is fully over next month, then I will go back into the school year and not be a baby teacher. So that I won't have to do extra stuff anymore. Yes! Yes, I'm so excited. And then they also don't give you full observations anymore. Once you become a veteran teacher, you get partial observations. So they come in and they observe you for like 20 minutes? And they observe you on one standard. And the standard is like, do you teach? Do you know how to teach? Are your kids watching you teach? Do you know what's going on? And that's it. It's so lovely. But when you're a beginning teacher, you get 3 full observations. So they come in for 40 minutes and they observe you on everything. So I can't wait to get the shortened observations next year. I'm so excited. It was $40 US? Yeah, 40 for the plastic wrap. High school PTIs? What's a PTI? What is that? I don't know what that is. Because I'm not certified, they told me to prioritize my health over duties. Are you like super sick or something? It does. Oh, you're not certified. Does that mean like you still got like testing requirements and stuff as well? Oh, parent-teacher interviews. Parent-teacher interviews. What do we call interviews in Australia? Oh, we just call them parent-teacher conferences. I mean, we have conferences with them. We won't call them interviews. You mean like when, you know, like in the middle of the year when like you meet with the students, with the parents to like tell them how like the child is doing and whatnot? You mean those? Is smiling solves all of my homework at once? Yeah, it'll solve your homework too. That's expensive. It is expensive. Yes and no. I suffered from panic anxiety attacks my first year. No, I get that. I get that. The first year of teaching is so rough. It is so rough. To be fair, to be honest with you, I feel like crying and having mental breakdowns and panic attacks is a rite of passage for the first year of teaching. At my school, we have a lot of first year teachers every year. We get a lot because we got a high turnover rate. So the veteran teachers quit and then a beginning teacher comes to fill its space, right? That's what happens every year. And every year I see first year teachers in the break room crying, freaking out, panicking. It's so bad. That was me too. I mean, my first year, I went home and I cried every day for months on end. My first year teaching, it was so bad. It was so bad. But then you get past that first year. You get past that first year and it starts to get better. By second year, I was chill. You know, second year, I was like, you know what? My first year, I was so stressed. I was crying all the time. That's not going to be me again. So I locked in my second year. I locked in. I started doing like meditation. I started doing yoga. I had a rule to where I wasn't allowed to think or do any work things when I came home. Bro, I had to log in. Because my first year of teaching, I was so miserable. Along with my coworkers that were first year. My friend teachers that were first years too. I had to log in. I was crying. I said, no more tears, girl. No more tears, Cyan. You can't do this every day. It was so much. Also, welcome to Puppy Academy, new friends. I'm glad you're liking my marbles. Hi, Narima. My mom hasn't had to do parent-teacher meetings at all this high school year. I didn't even realize high school teachers did parent-teacher conferences. When I was in high school, they didn't do none. My parents, well, maybe they did, and my parents never attended. I mean, my parents only ever attended parent-teacher conferences in elementary school. I can't recall a time they ever came in middle school or high school. So, but I also was a good student, so they didn't really need to. I feel like if you're like, you only really start to show up to those things if you know that your child needs a little bit of extra help, you know. So I got ambulance called on me once after a trip, thinking I was done for, and I was having a panic attack. Oh, so yours was like Yeah, so yours was like severe. You ever try like you ever went to a doctor for it and like got some what are the pills called? Anti-anxieties? I don't know. They're not called anti-anxietants. Anti something. I have a lot of coworkers, I have a lot of teacher coworkers who are on anxiety pills, to be honest. Like a lot of them. Like a lot of my coworkers are on anxiety pills. Like a lot. It's quite interesting. You get to know your coworkers, and then they randomly be like, "Oh man, I forgot to take my anxiety pill last night." And I'm like, "Oh, you on that too?" "Yeah." "Oh dang, so you on it, she's on it, he's on it, and everybody." It's so bad. Can we learn the Russian alphabet? I only know the English alphabet. I am learning Japanese though. I know most of the hiragana, the hiragana alphabet for Japanese. Fun fact, I'm learning Japanese now. I went to Japan, and it was really weird because I never thought I'd ever travel a day in my life. I'm not one for going places. I didn't even like leaving my house until I started dating Kotaru, and he started taking me places and showing me the world. And I was like, man, leaving the house is pretty cool. And then we got married and we went to Japan, and now it seems like I can go anywhere and do anything. So I want to learn Japanese because I want to go back to Japan. It was such a cool place, such a fun place to be at, and I loved it so much. So, and I don't want to look like a dumb foreigner every time I go to Japan, you know. So I want to learn Japanese so I can get there and be like, "Ohayou gozaimasu," and not sound stupid or not be shy about it, you know. Like, there's some phrases I did know in Japanese, but I was so nervous because I didn't know anything else in Japan that I just did not say anything. So I'm gonna learn Japanese because I want to go back to Japan someday. That, and also I feel like learning Japanese helps as a VTuber, right? I feel like a large population of the VTuber audience is overseas in Japan. So I feel like if I can tap into that multilingual, that bilingual, them bilingual assets, bro, we'd be set. Tap into the Japan market. Yeah. I want to marry me a pretty man who takes me to Japan. No, that's so valid because I married me a pretty man who took me to Japan, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Because I don't like driving. I don't like going anywhere. But Kotaru was like, "No, we have to see the world. You don't want to just live your life laying in the house all day." And I was like, maybe he's right. And then we went. And now I'm like, yeah, maybe I do want to see the world. Are you going to travel to any other countries? Yeah, we're going to China. He's been learning Chinese since Warudo. I'm using Warudo. He's been learning Chinese since high school? Whoa, what was that noise? Somebody's zooming by my house. They're like, yeah, he's been learning, Kotaru has been learning Japanese. He's been learning Chinese since high school. So maybe, how long ago was he in high school? I'm gonna just give you a number. I'm gonna just say, no, it's probably more than that. Maybe about 8 years? I don't know. I guess maybe like 8 or so years. I'm older than him too, so I don't want to do the math, but for about 8, I guess we'll say he's been learning Chinese for about 8 years. Even when he was in college, he took Chinese classes in college too. It's like an extra thing to take. And after he graduated college, he started paying for a Chinese tutor. So he knows quite a lot of words. He knows a lot of phrases. He's able to speak. I think he can speak pretty decently. He always says, "Oh, I'm so bad at it," but like, when we were in Japan, there was a lot of people in Japan who spoke Chinese, and he clocked into that really quickly. He was like, "Oh, they're speaking Chinese over there. I'm gonna speak to them. I'm gonna speak to them in Chinese." But he got kind of scared, so he didn't speak to them in Chinese like he wanted to. But there was one time at the store where they didn't speak English, but he heard them, and we didn't speak Japanese, but he heard them speaking Chinese. So he actually went up to the people and asked them in Chinese, like, where can I find this item? You know, because we were at a store. And it's really funny because I don't know if you know this about me and Kotaru, but we are black. Here's some new information, guys. We are in fact black. I am African American. He is African American. You are? Yes! I know, it's so crazy. It's so great. Yes, I'm black. And so imagine the surprise on these Chinese people in Japan. So there's Chinese people in Japan. They're speaking to each other in Chinese. And this tall black guy walks up to them and starts speaking Chinese to these people in Japan. The lady heard his voice first, right? And she was like, and she started responding to him. And then she turned around and saw him, and she literally said, ah! Oh, and then she started talking. She lost her composure. She heard this man speaking Chinese. She was not expecting to turn around and see a black man. It is such a really funny moment. It's one of my, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite moments on the trip. When he decided to face his fears and speak Chinese to the people in the Japanese store. And they were shook. But I mean, they understood what he was saying. He understood what they were saying. So it was very beneficial to have him in that moment. I like that moment. That was funny. His favorite moment of the trip was when and he keeps telling me he thinks about this moment all the time, because it was a time where I was like at my purest level of happiness, right? We were in the store looking for, we were looking at Hololive figures. It was like an anime like figurine place, and they had a huge section of Hololive. And I was like, all right, I gotta get my favorite Holo EN member stuff, right? I gotta get the, I wanted Fuamoko because I love Fuamoko, and I wanted Raura because I love Raura, right? I was like, I want Fuamoko, I want Raura. I saw some Fuamoko stuff, right? So I got me a Fuwawa. I got me a Fuwawa acrylic stand. I didn't get Mokoko's acrylic stand because I didn't like hers. I wanted to find a different one for her, but I never ended up finding a different one, so that sucks. Now I just have Fuwawa, but I found a Fuwawa stand that I really like. And I was like, but I can't find Raura. Where's Raura? So I start looking around the store looking for Raura. I see this poster, right? This poster that had this pretty little prints of a lot of different characters, right? And Raura's picture was up there. And I'm like, okay, so obviously Raura is somewhere in the store. Why can't I find the Raura stuff? And I was like, you know what? It's fine. They don't have it out. Maybe it's an event that's coming soon and it hasn't came yet. So I just pick up my Fuwawa acrylic stand and I start walking. You know, I go up to the register and I was like, okay, I want this. You know, they're speaking to me in Japanese and I'm just looking at them like, because I don't know what they're saying, right? You know, they asking me stuff, they're saying stuff. And then he holds his finger up, you know, like, wait a minute. And he goes behind him and he pulls out a random print. And guess who it was? It was Fuwawa. I mean, it was Raura. Apparently, the deal was if you bought one of the characters, then you get a free print of one of the free random prints to go with it. So that's what the poster I was looking at. But I wasn't expecting that because I don't speak Japanese. All I knew was that her face was on a poster, but I didn't know how to get it. So he goes, oh, here. And he turns around and he picks up the Raura print and he gives it to me. But I was so shocked. I wasn't expecting that. So out of nowhere, I literally was like, yay! I literally yelled, yay, as loud as I could and jumped up and down. Because I was so surprised. I wasn't expecting to get both of my Fuwawa and my Raura at the store. And Kotaru says that's his favorite moment in the entire trip because of the absolute pure joy that I had in that moment. But I didn't know. It was a very pleasant surprise. I was like, oh my gosh. I get to have Fuwawa and Raura at the same time? Oh my gosh. You buy one, get one Raura free. So lovely. Anyways, yeah. That's the story of Kotaru's favorite moment of the trip. One of my favorites is just when he started speaking Chinese and they didn't expect him to. That was pretty funny though. This water tasting good right now. Oh my gosh. I must be extra dehydrated because this water is tasting amazing. Cyan's a cute teacher, but guess what? I'm kind of feeling better. I'm kind of feeling better. Still trying to figure out my anxiety, but I'm leaving the school and looking for jobs near home. I'm at the school far from home. Yeah, and sometimes the school can also change it too. I know some people who stress out. I know some people who are like, oh, I hate the school, but I went to this other school and it was so great. So sometimes the school can also be stressful. But hey, Zodic, hi. Also, hey, Tammy. I want to be Super Vegeta when I grow up. Can I be Super Saiyan if I screen hard enough? Yeah, you can. You can be anything you set your mind to, okay? Even if you go, yeah, you could be Super Vegeta. Heck yeah. Can y'all hear the background music? Yeah, you can. Okay, I thought only I could for a second there. When and how did this turn into Japanese stuff? I remember a few minutes ago we were talking about panic attacks with a first-year teacher. Welcome to a science stream. I cannot stay on one topic for too long. Your girl jumps from topic to topic. You get used to it. We're gonna be talking about camping one second, and then we're gonna be talking about Pokemon the next second, and then we're gonna be talking about a super serious topic like I don't know. like the teacher crisis, you know, and kids don't know how to read no more. And then the next second, we're gonna be talking about Tomodachi Life. Ooh. I came back to Cyan and turned it Super Saiyan. Great. I mean, wouldn't it be a boring stream if I talked about one topic for too long? I know y'all attention spans aren't good. A lot of y'all part of the same generation as me, or a generation below me. I know y'all attention span sucks. So just like mine, we gonna bounce topics together. we gonna be going everywhere. Hey, pet, pigeon. That's just normal science. Yeah, that's just normal science. My birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tammy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! How old are you? Like 1,000? You turned 1,000 years old? What'd you do for your birthday? Do anything fun? Y'all, my birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up, y'all. What we gonna do? How we gonna party? Your Cyan birthday is June 1st. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. You got less than a month, y'all. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? We gonna party in here? We gonna have a super deluxe party day? Or what? Like how we celebrate? Wait, what day is that on this year? Let's see. What day is that? That's on a. Oh, it's on a Monday. I gotta work. I don't know about that one. I gotta work. Okay, we can have a really short party. We can have like maybe we can have like a 2-hour party. I gotta work. It's a Monday. But to be fair, working in June as a teacher, nah. That June is when we start doing arts and crafts. We start playing games. I go, okay, y'all, go play on your iPads while I start taking stuff off the walls of the classroom. Fun fact, my kids take their end of the year tests starting next week and the week after that. We're doing 2 half days. So the first half of the day, they're going to be I'm gonna test my higher students first. So the first day next week, I'm gonna test the higher kids because you know there's probably still high kids, right? And then you give them the extra week, get the lower kids an extra week. So the lower kids, I test the higher kids, and then the lower kids will be studying, and then they'll take the test, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm excited. Last year through kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, my students had the highest growth on their end of the year test. And I'll be darned if that goes away. All right, I need to build a streak. We had the highest improvement last year. We gonna have the highest improvement this year. I told my kids, I said, y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get it because the end of year test coming up real soon. And y'all, we gonna be going so good. I'm still excited. I'm actually really excited because my kids didn't make they made a lot of progress this year. I have so many kids in the beginning who didn't know like literally anything. Like literally nothing. They didn't even know their colors. Now they're reading, they're sounding stuff out. They know their letter names. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see where my kids are now. I have such high faith for so many of my students. Like, I have currently, based on the middle of the year test we took in January, I had 4 kids who were above kindergarten grade level. I had 4 students that were on grade level, and the rest of the class, the other 10 students, were well below grade level. They were on, AKA they were on a pre-K level, okay? That's just the demographic at my school. You know, you usually end up with like only a handful of kids who are where they're supposed to be, and then the rest of them are in the red. That's just how, that's just how my school is. I know by this end of the year, I'm gonna have a lot more kids who not necessarily on grade level, but like just under grade level, which is good. You want them to move, at least go up a category by the end, right? Like if they're in the red in the beginning, you want them to be in the yellow, which is the next category by the end. Or if they're in the yellow in the beginning, you want them to be in the green by the end. Occasionally kids will shoot up really high, so they'll go from being like pre-K level to like ready for first grade level. But I have a feeling my kids are gonna make their goals, and I'm excited for them. I'm so excited for them. I'm so excited. I get really excited. I either get nervous or really excited in the school year. This year I'm excited. Last year I was nervous because I really wasn't sure how my kids are going to do. This year I'm excited because I know my students are going to do a good job. They're going to blow that test out of the water. I'm so excited for them. I really am. Don't let me I might eat those words next week though. I'll tell y'all how they actually do next week. Once we actually take the test, yeah. But as of right now, a lot of my kids are on track to being very much where they're supposed to be. So so we're good. Also, hi people. I got a lot of people saying hi. Hi Vera. Hey Raphael. Hi Usger. Hey Poptry. Welcome back. Your model is interesting. Thanks. It's a customizable model. Usually I'm 2D, but today I wanted to be a 3D girl. So are you sticking to your 3D model? Depends on the game you're playing. The requirement. Do you think you'll play Pragmata? I'm not playing Pragmata. Not my kind of game. That's the kind of game I'd watch somebody else play, to be honest. I don't know. I'll have 3D model when I feel like it, and 2D model when I feel like it. I'm still a 2D girl at the end of the day, you know? If I know I'm just doing chatting, though, I might just stick to 3D for solely just chatting purposes, though. Let's just say it was nothing crazy, but I will say yesterday was a huge surprise. Family members from another country. Ooh, family gathering and my friends going to the Miku Expo surprising me? That sounds like a wonderful birthday. Oh my goodness. You know what I'd usually do for my birthday? It's the family tradition for my birthday has been I get the cake, like snack of my choice, and I get dinner of my choice. That has always been it for birthdays in my family, literally. Like, what do you want for dinner, Cyan? And I used to, when I was a kid, I'd always say, I want pizza. So I'd always get pizza and a cookie cake every year. Except one year as I got into like older high school, I started to change it up. My mom makes these good nachos. So I used to be like, I want my mom's nachos. Also, my mom used to make these really good like cakes from scratch. She used to make these really, really good cake because she would make the icing from scratch, and the icing was the most sugariest but also nicest thing on the planet, and I kind of missed that. Then she started going through a phase where she was like, I want to eat healthy, and now she don't make the nice cake no more, and it's very sad. Rip good cake. Now I will only ever have store-bought cake because I'm not making a cake. As a fellow teacher, I used to teach part-time in my freshman year. Part-time teaching. Oh, you know, this summer, I'm getting a job this summer, and the goal is to be a part-time teacher or teacher assistant during the summer. Because I tell people, I said, listen, I can teach kids and lead a classroom all year long, but during the summer, you can't get me to do nothing. So I applied to some summer schools as a teacher assistant. I gotta apply to some more jobs from the summer too. Not really sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm looking at daycares. Daycares don't pay enough for the amount of work they ask you to do. They be like, oh, we pay you $10 an hour for you to go home and write your own like curriculum for what you're gonna teach to toddlers and to take care of all these kids and be fully responsible for this and that and this and that. $10 an hour, excuse me? No, I'd rather like go stock shelves at like a grocery store for $10 an hour. And then be a lead teacher in charge of toddlers. So we'll see what I do. We'll see. Because I have a bachelor's degree in education, I should I should be able to haggle haggle the price a little bit on how much I'm getting paid for a daycare if I do apply to one, but they got me messed up with their salaries being like 10 an hour. For a daycare lead teacher? No ma'am, no sir. It's okay. I'd rather like be at McDonald's making food for people than $10 an hour just leading a bunch of kids. Teachers already don't make enough fezzes. They messing with me. They messing with me. Cyan doesn't want Diana heart attack. I love the kid in Pragmata. She's so cute. But at the same time, I don't like shooting games. I'm really bad at them. And I'm bad at puzzles. I'm bad at puzzle games and I'm bad at shooting games. So if you give me a puzzle shooting game, what happens? Exactly nothing. Nothing. I do bad. I don't progress, and I get angry, and I throw things. I'm just kidding. I don't throw things when I get angry, but I will get very angry. Okay, I will get very angry. You don't want to see me angry. The only time you'll ever see me angry is if and when I stream Kirby Air Riders. That is the only game that I'm allowed to be angry in, and I get really mad when I play that one. I teach at a place like you, man, so only part-time. Oh, okay. Have to learn to bake IRL cakes? No, I don't want to learn how to bake. I want to learn how to lay in bed and sleep. And how to stream. Yeah. And how to market myself as a streamer. Yeah. I learned that skill. Oh, how to edit some videos. Yeah, I learned that skill. But y'all want me to like do anything else? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I do like sleeping. I clean the house occasionally, mostly on weekends. I don't really do much on the weekdays except come home and sleep. The weekends is when I like will willingly get up and do something. But I've always been that way. Hey Blitzy! When I was at college, I would make my room such a big mess during the weekdays. It'd be so messy. And then I'd do a deep clean every Saturday. And then I'd reset the mess. And then it'd get super messy again through the week. And then it reset the mess. What about Mario Party or Mario Kart? Yeah, Mario Party's fun. I like Jamboree. I don't like Superstar. That one sucks. I literally hate that one so much. Like, I didn't like any of the boards. I understand the boards were taken from old Mario Party games, and that's cool and all. But, like, man, were they not good in my opinion. I think there's one board in Mario Superstar I like. And it was like that tree level, or like the every turn, like the direction that you can go in the forest would change. That's the only like map I like. The rest of them are terrible. Literally 0 out of 10. Will not recommend that game. Mario Jamboree though, yeah, I played that one. Mario Kart, I would not play Mario Kart. I would not. I don't know. Mario Kart World is boring. It looks so pretty. It's such a pretty looking game. It is a pretty looking game, you know. That game is all about the visual spectacle and not about the actual gameplay. Like, I can look at it and go, wow, how cute. Wow, so pretty. I love that. And then what? And now what? Like, I'm not playing the game. I'm not doing anything else. Like, now what? What do you call a group of Batman? A group of Batman would be an orphanage. Well, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. I used to like shooting games, but then I got into War Thunder, and it's, you couldn't tell, a game where you drive some sort of war vehicle and destroy other war vehicles. No, I just don't like FPS games. I don't like FPS games at all. I'm just really bad at anything that involves aiming, because I never really grew up playing reactionary games at all. I grew up playing RPGs and JRPGs. I grew up playing games that were turn-based, constant turn-based. I mean, Final Fantasy was my favorite series. Like, we got a new Final Fantasy game every year that they came out, which used to be yearly back then. So every year I'd get a new Final Fantasy game, and we used to love it. I played Chrono Trigger. I played other like Final Fantasy like games. Then they started doing those like half turn-based, half not games, like where the game would pause for you to like do your actions and stuff, but you're still running around the board, like actively fighting. I used to play those ones that were like half turn-based, half not. But games that involved full reactions, no, I did not play many games like that. So now, as an adult, I have no reactionary skills. So if you want me to play a shooting game or like a fighting game that requires like heavy like reaction times, I just can't do it. Like I get so frustrated. I'll get really frustrated because I'm really, really, really bad at it. I literally played Apex Legends. There's a time where I really liked Apex, and I literally played it pretty much almost every day for like a good year or two. I played it with Kotaru. That's what I used to stream. Actually, my first like year of streaming was mostly Apex. I was an Apex streamer in the beginning, and I was so bad at it. Like, I played this game every day for a year, and I did not get any better. I did not get any better at all. At all. I think the only game that requires reactionary time that I was pretty okay at when I played was Overwatch. When I had a phase where I played Overwatch for a while. I liked Overwatch. And the only reason I was okay at that game was because I played the characters that you didn't really need to aim with. That like, I played the healer characters like Moira. You don't have to aim. There's nothing to aim with the Moira, you know? I used to play Moira. I would play, what's her name? I had to play Mercy, which I know a lot of people are really good like shooting with her. I just stood back and healed and did my little boosty boosts, you know? Yeah, Mercy. I play Moira and Mercy because you don't have to aim like that to play with them. That's the only reason I was okay at that game. That's the only reason why. But any other game is so bad. What about Dragon Quest? Dragon Quest. Oh. Why am I blanking on Dragon Quest? I've literally played Dragon Quest game. I played Dragon Quest Builders. Now growing up, I didn't play Dragon Quest going up. I had Dragon Quest 7, or I think it was 7. It's either 7 or 9. Whichever one had the guy with like the red like bandana on his head, and he had like the yellow like long shirt thingy, and like his party members had an old guy and like the king and stuff. Yeah, I played Dragon Quest 7 in middle school, but that's his own fun story because my parents, my mom in particular, is very religious. She's very Christian, very all about the Lord. This is evil, that's the devil, this is godly, stuff like that. I was playing Dragon Quest 7 in middle school. And during middle school, I think I was at the height of my like religion. I really wanted to be like my mom at the time, who was like super religious. She went to church every week. She did all these other events. I went through a phase where I really wanted to be somebody who like knew the Bible and scripture like the back of my hand. And I wanted to be able to like just quote scripture on the fly, have everything memorized, and like be the best Christian I could possibly be. I got baptized around that time. So basically what I was saying is my mom's influence had a lot of influence on me at the time, right? Because she was super religious, and I was like, I want to be just like her. I want to be super religious too. So here comes Dragon Quest 7, a really fun game. I really, really loved it. I loved it so much. But then I started thinking about stuff that my mom has said. Oh, the devil finds, he's in different media, he finds his way everywhere, you know, he's always everywhere trying to convince you to do bad things, and demons and video games are bad. So I start paying attention more as I'm playing Dragon Quest 7, a really fun game. And I noticed there's a monster taming mechanic in that game. And you can go out and like, you can tame some of the monsters and you can fight them in like an arena or something. And I started paying attention to the monsters, and they had witches that were monsters. Witches were monsters. They had little actual devil characters that were monsters. And my super religious soul in seventh grade was like, oh my gosh, my eyes have been opened. This game is the devil. There's monsters here. There's witches. There's demons. There's warlocks. There's monsters everywhere. There's magic in this magical world. It's witchcraft. So I go tell my mom. My brother was so mad at me for this, and I don't blame him. So I told my mom. I said, Mother, I've been playing this game, and I'm so sorry, but I've been playing this game, and the game is full of the devil. And she was like, what do you mean? So I started describing the game, and there's magic, and there's demons, and there's monsters, and there's evil villains and evil guys, and my mom was like, oh no, thank you for telling me, but we got to get rid of this game. And I was like, yes, Mother, we got to get rid of this demon game in this house, because what am I? I'm not, follower of the Lord, the demon's gonna get to me, So what do? We take Dragon Quest VII, and we snap the disc in half. It's on PlayStation 2. We snapped the disc, we broke the disc, we put it in the trash. My brother was so mad at me. He was like, why would you do that? And I was like, it's good for us. We had to do this. It's so good and now I'm really upset about that, because looking back on it, like, I feel like Dragon Quest, at least that Dragon Quest in particular, is one of the ones that's hard to come by. I tried to, like, I know there's like a little, there was a time period where you could buy it on like the App Store, like on your tiny little phone, but like it was tiny as a little emulator. It was terrible. But like they haven't made a remake of it. Like I don't know where to get that game at anymore. And it was I really loved the game. I did. It's just my guilt started eating at me because of my mom's influences. So yeah, fun story about Dragon Quest. No, I did not grow up playing with Dragon Quest. Played one Dragon Quest game in middle school. Told my mother it was the devil. She convinced me it was the devil, and I was like, you're right, this is the devil. So it ended up in the trash, and that's the story of why I did not grow up playing Dragon Quest, which is really funny because I played Final Fantasy, which is literally the same game, right? It's like the same thing, there's like, I mean, I guess they don't have actual demons as enemies, but like, it's same concept, magical world. Final Fantasy X was literally, the enemy was called Sin. He literally was called Sin, and when you did bad things, it like Sin build, he got bigger. No, that wasn't a red flag to me. But God forbid I played Dragon Quest VII, the same game, but I had to fight a witch one time. So yeah, I guess I was picking and choosing back then when I wanted to feel guilty about what I was doing. So that was fun. Like, I am still Christian, yeah, but I know I do not go as hard as I did when I was in middle school. I do still, there are some things that still bother me, like with my said religion, when it comes to games though. But mostly the only thing that really bothers me now is if a game gets weirdly like religious. I'm talking like the whole game is focused on some crazy religion thing going on. Like I don't mind like made up games that have like made up religions in them. I think that's really cool, learning about like these in-game like worlds that have their own like religions and stuff. For me, it just bothers me when the whole game is about said fake religion, which is a rare occurrence. Like I've only ever come across like 1 or 2 games like that. For example, Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, I could not play that game because the whole game was like religion, the game. It was like Lightning was chosen by like the god or whatever her god was to like fight, but like you're like her whole gameplay is like her helping people find salvation, and it was the whole thing. That game bothered me. Games that like heavily like all you're doing is like religion, that bothers me. What about Diablo? I don't know anything about Diablo. I couldn't tell you. I had no idea. I don't know anything about that game. So like, if a character has a religion in the game, it's whatever, If it's just part of the world building, that's fine. But if like your whole gameplay is like you're helping people find salvation for XYZ random religion like Final Fantasy Lightning Returns is, then that's when I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to play that, which sucks because I played every other Final Fantasy game. Literally, I played Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did not play 9. I played 10, 10-2, 12, 13, 13-2, and I couldn't play 13-3. It was bothering me too much. I played Final Fantasy 14 a bit. I was a white mage in 14. I played Final Fantasy 15. I watched Kotaru play Final Fantasy 16, but that one's kind of boring. So we never really got very far in Final Fantasy 16. That one was very boring, I'm not gonna lie. They tried to take this Final Fantasy, which has notoriously been like a very, very big fantasy-like world, and they tried to turn it into like realism and made it like a mature game. So like they were making like these mature like jokes and statements that I was like, can y'all even say that, bro? This is a Final Fantasy game. It was crazy. Like Final Fantasy used to be like these whole like cool fantasy worlds with these really intense stories, and Final Fantasy 16 was just like inappropriate joke, ha nasty thing, ha. Oh, boring plot, boring plot, he, inappropriate, ha. I was like, what happened? What happened? This game used to be for teens. What happened to it? So yeah. But yeah, that's my little tangent. I don't know how we started talking about this, but here we are. Your earbud is clogged. That's unfortunate, my guy. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 14 fishing. I do like fishing mini games. You never played 13? I like 13. I like the Final Fantasy 13 a lot. I'd say that Final Fantasy 13 is one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. People hated it. People hated Final Fantasy 13. It had bad reviews everywhere. Everyone was like, this game's terrible. I hated it. I loved it for its story. All right, the gameplay, I can see where people hate the gameplay. It's literally a straight line. Every area is a linear path. You can go straight, and there's very little branching paths. I don't mind that as long as the story is engaging, which I found the story to be engaging. The combat was also very hard in that game, at least to my teenage self when I was playing it, yeah? And then Final Fantasy 13 too. People didn't like that one even more, but I liked that one more than I liked the first one. So I don't know. Maybe I've just been an outlier because my favorite games are all, and then everybody hated like what I thought was my favorite characters. I went online and found out they were the most hated characters too. So you know, happy people and doggos. Hey, how are you? How are you? But that game had one of those issues where like people hated the characters because they had kid characters who actually acted like kids. It drives me insane when there's a story, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a game that has children characters, and people get so upset when the children characters act like actual children, and I hate that concept. I'm like, they're like, man, why? I hate this character because why would he run away? And I'm like, he's 9 and he just watched like his entire village explode. What he's supposed to stand up and take responsibility, bro? He's 9 years old. And they're like, yeah, well, he should have. And they'd be like, man, why is this character crying? Ain't nothing to cry about. And I'm like, bro, y'all are all gonna turn into monsters and die in the next 2 days if we don't fight this one giant boss. He's 10 years old. I hate that. Final Fantasy, I recently played Final Fantasy 9 and I enjoyed it quite a lot. That is the one Final Fantasy game I never played was 9. I wasn't wanting to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle because it was too violent. That's crazy. One of my earliest Halloween memories was dressing up as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. My favorite used to be, oh lord. I used to like the blue one. Sorry, I'm blanking on the names. Leonardo. I used to like Leonardo and, oh, what's the orange one's name? Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Mikey. I used to like Leonardo and Mikey. I don't know why I'm blanking on the ones that I like were like my favorites. Like I remember everyone else except for him. Mikey. I used to think Mikey was so fun. Yeah, I dressed up as Leonardo, and my brother was Donatello. My brother was a nerdy type, so he liked any nerdy character in any game, in any show. So he liked Donatello, because he was a nerd. Drop everything and play 9, I swear you will love it. By the way, how was Final Fantasy 7? I was about to play it. Oh, 7? I never played 7 much, my brother did. I watched him play it, though. The story was fun, though. The story was fun. I just never played it myself. Also, thanks for the bitty bits. I agree people expect kids to act like they're trained in ancient Sparta, or basically when most real kids do silly things. Yeah, exactly. I actually love it when there's children characters in games and stories because I find it endearing, you know? It makes me like way more invested in the story because I want to protect like the characters in the story, you know? I'm like, oh, there's kids in here, we gotta protect them, you know? And other people be like, man, why is this 10-year-old in this game crying? He should get up and fight. Yeah, I know his whole village, his entire family. He watched his mom get blown up and, you know, now he's just lost and drifting away. But come on now. He's just going to be angry? Why are you yelling at him? He didn't. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Well, welcome to Puppy Parade Stein. How are you? Yeah, and like Pragmata or Ritu. What is Ritu? What is Ritu? That sounds familiar. What's Ritu? Not a game character, but an anime character. Gone for Hunter x Hunter came to mind. Oh, I haven't watched that one. Resident Evil 2. Oh, Resident Evil. That's what RE stands for. I was like, I know that abbreviation. I just can't remember. Yeah, Dude, are people complaining about Diana and Pragmata? Like, I mean, she is like coded to be like, what, like 7? I can see it though. I feel like some people just really hate children, like in every form. They're like, I don't want to see a child on TV. I don't like I feel like some people just really hate like anything involving children, which sucks because like I don't know, it's so endearing. They're so sweet. They have their nice moments, you know. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and a lot of really sweet moments that comes from working with kiddos, you know. Like this Teachers Appreciation Week, and one kid made me a card. Like they bought like a normal like Hallmark card from like the store, but then the kid drew a picture and they glued the picture the kid drew to the card on the inside. It was the sweetest thing. I was like, oh my gosh. She drew a picture of me and him and wrote, "You're the bestest teacher." I was like, aw. Anyways, y'all, there will be a 3-minute ad break. During this time, I'm going to put on the Be Right Back screen and I'm going to get a snack probably. So y'all go do the same, all right? I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. Yeah, because the ads are coming. They are on their way. I can't stop them. They're happening. Hello? Hello, is this thing still on? Y'all still here? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I mean, I did mean to yell. But, like, I didn't mean to yell that loud. You know, I tried to pick a volume that's not too yeah. Y'all still here, though? Hey? Hello, Ramen Lord. Have you had actual ramen from Japan? It's so nice. I miss it. I miss it so much. So much. Anyways, y'all want me playing gaming again today or no? I have my Switch set up. I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. If I was just going to talk forever or if I was going to play a game forever. We can still talk forever. I don't care either way. I can talk for 10 hours. And I can also game for 10 hours. So it is what it is. Never been to Japan? Oh, it's very nice. Yeah. What games do you have? You got any games on your phone? Right now, I have Tomodachi. I've been in a Tomodachi life mood or a Pokopia mood. My Switch is set up. My Switch is all set up. So it's there. I always set up my Switch before I stream. Cause you never know. Sometimes I'd be like, I start off talking. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to talk no more. I just want to play my game. Oh, y'all. I saw... Me and Kotaru watched the Mario Galaxy movie. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys seen it? It was so bad. It was quite literally the worst movie I had seen in a long time, which is crazy because the first Mario movie was okay. Like, it had a lot of references in it, of course, but it was still like a coherent plot from start to finish. There was a reason that they were doing what they were doing. The Mario Galaxy movie, you heard it was just jingling keys? Kind of. It was more like, how much stuff can we cram into one space? How many references can we cram into this one movie? It's basically the way I describe it. It was so bad. Like, yes, it was jingling keys, but like, there was no coherent plot. None. Like, there's one... Technically, there's one overarching plot, right? And it involves Bowser, of course. Bowser and whatnot. So let's say there's the big Bowser plot happening, right? And while the big Bowser plot's happening, in order to solve this problem, they decide that they are going to split the party up multiple times. So you're going from like group to group. Like, okay, what's Mario doing over here? What's Peach doing over here? And they just go to like these most random locations. Talk about, we gotta hurry up and leave so we can deal with the Bowser situation. And then end up in another random location and then go, we need to hurry up and leave so we can get to the Bowser. And it was literally just throwing these people in a bunch of random locations just so you could say, oh, I saw that place in Mario Odyssey. Oh, I know that character from that other game. Oh, wow, I've seen this picture before. It was literally referenced the movie. Like, they were throwing in so many references just to throw in references, and it made no sense. Do not watch the Mario Galaxy movie. It wastes your time. I literally, at some point, was like... Kotaru literally fell asleep during the movie. That's how you know it's bad. He fell asleep. And then you know what? He woke up. And he still was able to tell what what was going on, because all he did was miss a random side event that happened. The whole movie is 20,000 side events. It's so bad. Have you read the original Mario manga? No, I didn't know there was a Mario manga. I love Japan. I visited Shiroyama Hill, where samurai made their last stand against the Imperial Army. Only 500 samurai against 30,000. And for every samurai that died, they took at least 10 soldiers with them. That's crazy. Honestly, a question: how to interact with kids? To this day, I still don't know how. Like, they just stare at you. Do I pat their heads? Like, pat? No, you just talk about random stuff. Literally. It depends on their age, but like, literally, like, I like your shoes will spark a conversation with the child. I promise you. I like your shoes. Yeah, my mommy bought it for me. Oh, when did she buy it? Oh, so we sometimes we go to Walmart, and my mom she buys things at Walmart for me, and then you just go like, what kind of things did your mom buy at Walmart? She like, and then that's the conversation started. It's so easy. So hey Jova, do kids still wear light up Skechers? No. I've only seen like one kid with the shoe that lit up. No, they don't be buying. At least not at my school. They don't be wearing light up Skechers. They don't. I don't know. I just feel like the kids don't be having fun stuff like we had. Like, you know, we had like people bringing Pokemon cards. We had silly bands. You know, we had a lot of fun crazes happening when we were kids. At least when I was a kid. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might be older or younger, but when I was a kid, we had silly bands. We were trading Pokemon cards. Beyblades and Bakugan. People were bringing those to school for recess time. Like, they were having a fun time. But the only thing these kids these days really have that's like quote unquote new, that's not even necessarily new, it's just popular now, are slime. That's it. Slime is the only like big thing that's happening right now when it comes to like kids like entertainment. I'm just sad because I'm like, it's kind of boring. I don't even like slime. I hate how it feels. I don't know. Kids these days just have computer games. I guess you could say that they just have computer games. Yeah, I guess that's the way to word it. Why? I get the serious like Mario movie put references in movies because it that old, but it still needs to be a plot like the first movie. Yeah, it needs to still have a plot. The first movie had references and a decent plot, and it had one thing that the first movie had. It had character development, you know. Like, as they went to the end of the movie, they built confidence in themselves and like each other, and they were helping people out. You know, there was a character development in the Mario movie. Galaxy movie, the second one, they sort of tried to give Bowser a character development moment, and initially I kind of liked it. I was like, oh, they're making, oh, Bowser, look at Bowser, he's changing. And then by the end of the movie, they quite literally undid any form of character development that Bowser had. Like, they set him up to, I don't want to, I'm trying to say it in general terms without spoiling anything. They really set him up to have this like grand arc, you know, because he's starting to do better, you know. He's not always the big bad, and he's starting to prove himself, you know. After the first movie event, he starts to improve himself in the second movie, and then by the end, they just kind of, everything that he's built up to in the first half of the movie, they literally just threw out the window by the end. And then they just had him revert back to who he was before without any resemblance of his newfound like development. I was like, are y'all kidding me? Are you crazy? Hey Caliper, how are you? Me and my friends would gather around during recess to trade knowledge for games and play chess and cheat code books. Yeah, that's like that's fun stuff. The only thing kids use during recess, I mean, they use their imagination. I'm like, who likes that? Are there any good songs like Peaches? I don't think there was a song in that. No, there were no songs in that movie, actually. There were no songs in that movie, actually. Peaches was a good movie, though. How are you doing? How's your day? I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, kids bringing Heelys? Yeah, they had to ban Heelys. Did your schools ban Heelys when y'all were little? Because my schools did. When I was a kid. Because too many kids were, like, trying to skate around with little Heelys, and they kept falling and getting hurt, so they had to ban them. It was becoming a problem. It really was. Or like a kid would like heel you away. They didn't have to run away from you anymore. They just heel you away. No, it's so bad. We did ban. Yeah, those got banned pretty quickly. I wanted a pair, and I remember my dad finally bought me a pair, and I never wore it. I was like, I really want some Heelys. Please give me some Heelys. I really want them. They look so fun. All the other kids have them. This was before it got banned. All the other kids have them and blah, blah, blah. And my dad eventually was like, fine, you can get some Heelys. And then he got it to me for like Christmas or something. And I put them on, and I could not figure out how to do. Like I spent one day. I tried like twice to get the Heelys to work. And after day 2 of not figuring out how to skate with the Heelys, I just stopped wearing them. I said I don't want to wear them no more. It's so funny. It's so bad. Kids were bringing hacky sacks? Nah, we ain't bringing hacky sacks. That's a fun thing. No. But also in general, at least in kindergarten, where kids aren't really allowed to bring toys to school in kindergarten, even for recess time. And let me tell you why. Because my first year, because, as a first-year teacher, you hear a lot of rules that are in place, and you think, man, they're way too strict on these kids, They should be allowed to do this. They should be allowed to do that. They're too strict. So my first year, I kept testing the boundaries of, like, general rules that other teachers have. Like, other teachers are like, oh, I don't allow toys in my classroom. And I'm like, well, that's me. I'm going to allow toys in my classroom, Other teachers be like, oh, there's no running in the halls. And I'm like, who cares about running? They'll be fine. You can run in the hall. I used to just ignore, like, rules that other teachers had until I experienced it myself. So my first year, I tried to allow toys in the classroom, right? Because, they're 5. They're going to bring toys to school in their book bag. So during recess time, I would actually let them take the toys out. I found out really quickly the problem with letting, at least kindergartner, maybe when they're older is better, letting kindergartners take toys out of their book bags during recess. Them kids were like demons. They were fighting each other over them toys. One kid would take like a doll out of her book bag, for example. She had like a Barbie doll or something. She'd be like, look at my Barbie doll. And the kids be like, I want to play with it. Yoink. They snatch it out of her hand. And now these other kids got the Barbie doll, and the girl who owns the Barbie doll is running around upset because she's like, why won't they let me have the Barbie dolls? Why can't they give me the Barbie doll back? Or like the kids will start trading toys. Like, okay, I'll give you this toy and you can have this toy. Okay, they'll do a trade. But they're 5, so they don't understand that a trade is permanent. So they'll trade a toy with somebody else. They'll both be in agreement. They'll do the trade. And then the other kid might say something that they didn't like later on. Like, oh, she said that my shoes are dumb. Now I want my toy back. And it'd be a whole thing. Like, them kids used to be brawling during recess time when I allowed toys. So I stopped letting it. That, and also I don't keep up. It's not my job to keep up with whose toy is who. So I didn't know whose toy belonged to who, right? So these kids would be like, this toy's mine. No, this toy's mine. And I'd just be sitting there shrugging my shoulders like, y'all gotta figure it out because I don't know whose toy that is. Like, I don't keep up with that. It was so bad. Like you don't understand the chaos that ensued when 5-year-olds are allowed to bring their own toys for recess time. It was so bad. It was so bad. You got kids letting other kids play with their toys and then getting upset when the kid would actually play with the toy, when they let them play with the toy. You got kids who would trade, but then get upset because after they traded, they decided they wanted to untrade like 10 minutes later, and they're like, well, no, we already traded. You got kids just taking each other's toys and claiming they were their own. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. So yeah, now I have a 100% no toy policy, even during recess time. At most, if they got an extra notebook in their book bag, I let them take the notebook out so they can write in it. That's as much as I let happen. So now, at least in my classroom, even if they wanted to trade Pokemon cards, they could, because there'd be a whole fight in there. I personally think kids should have discipline, but don't make kids feel like they're in boot camp. See, that's a hard balance to make. I'm not a super strict teacher, so I guess you could put my class in that category where they're disciplined, but they're not in boot camp. But But then you look at the classrooms where like the students are like super like boot camp like, but you know, those kids usually end up learning the most. Those kids usually end up being the ones that are like super focused. They know how to get their work done and stuff, you know. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's stressful for the kids, yeah, I guess. But are they learning? Heck yeah, they learning. So I brought my favorite pocket knife to show and tell when I was a kid. Oh, that's scary. What did the teacher say? What did the teacher say about that one? You know what I brought? I don't even recall ever having a show and tell day. I don't think I ever had show and tell. Like, I just don't recall that being a thing. Hi, new here. I'm Cyan. Nice to meet you. I'm a dog. I'm a husky doggo. They took it away from me? Yeah, that's valid. You're not really allowed to bring that. That's valid. Also, you'd be surprised how many students steal their parents' money and bring it to school and show it off. We had multiple issues with that last year. I haven't heard of it much this year, but last year there was literally a kid who stole his mom's rent money. Mind you, this kid also lives in my neighborhood because I live really close to the school. So some of the kids that that are zoned to my school are in my neighborhood. So I knew this mother, right? This family's crazy. All right, this mom, she crazy. She's a crazy mother. I do not interact with her. I duck away from her every time I see her because I don't want her to know that I live in this neighborhood, right? She's crazy. Her son's crazy. The whole family crazy. This boy stole the rent money because she paid rent in cash apparently. Stole her entire rent money. It was like $1,000 and something off the table and brought it to school and started passing out money to kids on the bus. Mind you, this kid's 5. He's 5 years old. He's passing out all this money to kids on the bus because he thinks it's cool. He's like, I got all this money and whatnot. So, you know, the bus driver sees this. She notifies the school about it. She's like, hey, by the way, this kid is passing out hundreds of dollars on the bus. So they tried to round out as much of the hundreds that got passed out as they could. They took it back. And they called the parent. And the mom ain't even care like that. She was just like, because they, you know, they had like taken the money, they had held it in the office with the kid. They had the kid in the office. They were like, ma'am, we're calling to let you know that this kid, like, I don't know where he got this money from, but he has like $1,000 on him and he's passing out. And she was just like, oh yeah, that's my rent money. It's okay, I'll come pick it up. She did not care. She didn't fuss at the kid. The kid did not get in trouble. She was just like, oh, that's my rent money. Huh? So, I mean, this kid is also one of the crazy kids. Like, he's at school all the time. We were at school all the time over him because he would draw pictures of, It's alright. Being a family-friendly channel makes things a little hard to talk about sometimes. Even for kindergartners. Isn't that crazy? He would draw pictures of him injuring the other classmates in unique ways. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. He drew lots of pictures of him injuring others in very, very unique ways. Like constantly. Every time he was given a pencil and paper, he would just draw himself hurting others. And he would hurt others too. He definitely would. Like, he had the makings of being a not so nice. I wonder what he's going to turn out to be as an adult, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, and the mom like had issues too. Like, mom would protect the boy all the time. Like, oh, so what? He drew that picture. He's just 5. I mean, they draw pictures sometimes, don't they? Like, and they're like, yeah, but 5-year-olds don't draw pictures of them hurting their classmates. And he's like, and their mom is like, well, what did the classmate do that made him want to hurt them? Huh? What did the classmates do? Why does he want to hurt them? They obviously had to say something to him if he wants to hurt them, you know what I mean? Like, it's so bad. Yeah, so that family lives in my neighborhood. They're only a few houses down. I really don't want them to know I live here. I also live literally across from another family that goes to kindergarten at my school. Another kid that goes to kindergarten at my school. It's gotten to the point where, like, some of the people notice. I get noticed by, like, the families of these kids. They don't necessarily know me per se, like, as a teacher. They don't know I'm teaching at that school, right?
But they just know and have noticed that I drive past them every single day at the same time. Like, they recognize my car. I'm starting to get waved at by some of the neighbors as I drive past them, because I drive past them. Literally, I get home from my job around the same time that the kids from my school get off the school bus. So they're always walking back down to their house, which is across from where I live, when I drive past them. So it's kind of the habit where people are starting to wave at me because they see my car passing at the same time every single day. And I'm like, oh Lord. I did get spotted by one of my kids from last year when he got off the bus. When he got off the bus, like a few weeks ago, I got spotted. He waved at me. When I was sitting in my car, I was like, oh, he sees me? Oh, hey. So, yeah, that happened. So, yeah, I'm doing well, Kevin. I always drew animals or dinosaurs, as you should. I've become Super Vegeta. Yes! I'm so proud of you. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. I hate to compare it, but I will say when I was in basic, I learned faster there than I ever did in school, because the two best ways to learn is repetition and pain. And pain was hundreds of push-ups. Sheesh, that's too many push-ups. That's too many push-ups. Also, hi. Hi, Torin. How are you? Shoot, I want to learn Japanese. Do I need pain to learn Japanese? Should I do a page on my workbook every day and then do some push-ups to go along with it? Will that help me remember? Will that help me remember Japanese? I do want to learn. I bought me a nice textbook. I did. It's called Genki. And apparently it's the most common textbook that people use for Japanese learning. So I bought Genki, the Genki textbook series. Does anyone at school know that you're a VTuber? My coworkers do. I'm not really shy about what I do. I'm not really embarrassed about the fact that I'm a VTuber. Like, most people, especially older people who don't know anything about like technology, think the fact that I have like a face tracking like character is the coolest thing on the planet. So either people think it's really, most of the time people think it's really cool. Like, they're just like, wait, that's you? How you get it to move like that? What, do you animate it? Are you an animator? Like, it's usually like a oh my gosh, I can't believe that's a thing that somebody does. Whoa. It's not really a secret. My coworkers are aware. I mean, they don't watch me. I have one coworker who follows me, but I don't know if she's ever watched any of my stuff before, but she does follow me. Now, when it comes to people following me, I don't really let people follow me like that though, because I do talk about my job a lot on streams, and I don't want to be talking about something that happened at my job, and then my coworkers hear me talking about it, and they'd be like, "Ooh, you shouldn't be talking about it," or like get feisty, or maybe they might hear my opinion on like a certain issue that happened at my job, and then they're like, "I don't agree with her," and blah blah, you know. So because I talk about my job a lot, when it comes to people following me, I'm very careful with who can. So I say one of my coworkers does follow me because she has to, and she's not one to, you know, to be all like, meow, 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 meow. I can't believe you said that, meow, 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 meow. But the other ones, nah, ain't nobody else following me. Maybe I got like maybe one or two I'd let follow me too. But everybody else, nah. I do have some coworkers who follow my TikTok, my younger coworkers, the coworkers that are my age, because they make TikToks too. Like what? All my coworkers that like in my 20s, that are in their 20s, like, along with me, they all like, a lot of them have TikTok and they make their own content. So I follow them and they follow me. But as for like my Twitch and my YouTube, that's different. Should some of my students figure it out eventually? Yeah, eventually when they're like 1,000,000 years old. Genki Dama? I think so. I know it's called Genki, but I don't know there's a longer name for it. I did draw animals fighting. That's different though. That's different. We had a lot of like, I've come across a lot of like crazy children in the 3 years I've been teaching them. I'm not gonna lie. There was one kid 2 years ago who she, what's the best way to say this? She had a kitten, a lovely kitten of hers, and she She didn't like how the kitten meowed and made noises a lot because it was a baby kitten, like it was just born. So she like sat on the kitten. And then she came to school the next day bragging about it. About how her kitten was no more. So I've met a lot of crazy kids since teaching, and then that's one of them. So we were like, wow, this is 100% like a psychopath in the making. Love that. She literally was coming to school bragging about it, telling everybody about how she done. She made the kitten no more. She loved telling people about it. We were like, girl, we didn't even know what to do about it. I mean, we can't do nothing about it. She's just a student at school. All you can really do is say, hey, that wasn't nice. Refer to the counselor, and that's really all you can do. So, oof, man. What's the joke? Because the spirit bomb move from Sangoku is called Genki Dan. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. But yeah, I met a few crazy kids, you know. I feel like with every class of kindergarten, you know, there's about 80 to 90 kindergartners at my school at a time. I feel like with every class, there's at least one little psychopath child, so. And it's crazy. You can talk about nature versus nurture all day long, but some kids are just born like that. Some kids are just, they're just like that. So, I mean, yeah. So how you guys been? What y'all doing? What's good? Y'all doing great? So what's going on? They do just be like that. They do. Some kids you just can't. That's actually really scary to me. You know, my coworkers were talking to me. They're like, you know, you're married and you're sharing a home with your husband. They're like, do you want any children in the future? And I was like, I don't know, because I feel like I'd be a good mom, especially since I worked with kids for a living. One of the reasons why I wanted to be a teacher for the young ones anyways, when I went to college for it, because I was like, I do want to be a mom someday. And I'm hoping that, I was hoping that working with kids on a daily basis would make me a better parent, you know, because like I know what they're supposed to learn. I know how they're supposed to behave, etc., etc. I know the developmental stages, like where they're supposed to be when, and how to nurture each developmental cycle, you know, stuff like that. So I was hoping to make me a better parent. But then the more you teach, the more you start seeing some kids that are just like, they got the sweetest parents ever, like their mom and dad, the sweetest people on the planet. And then the kid's a little demon, and you're like, wow, that could be me. Can y'all imagine what, like, you know, some kids are just like that. I could do everything in my power with all the knowledge I have as a kindergarten teacher, and then I get a kid, and then they could be a little demon child. They could be a little demon. That's scary. That's really scary. So, I don't know. I passed my farm test, so that's good. Hey, yeah, I love passing tests. That's good. I've been studying for finals, and I'm making a pot roast for Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Is that the day or tomorrow? That's tomorrow, right? Mother's Day? Oh, Lord. Kids under a certain age, I don't like. See, they're just... It's really scary. I've seen, like, stories. I've heard stories of, like, parents who were, like, afraid in their own homes because their kid just turned out to be crazy, and they don't know how to deal with crazy kid. My student last year was a crazy kindergartner, and the mother was afraid of him because he kept threatening people. He was destroying the classroom. He destroyed a lot of stuff at home. Like, he smashed up the TV. His little brother is in kindergarten right now. His little brother is the sweetest little kid. I love his little brother. He's so sweet. He looks just like the kid I had in my class last year too, except he's a lot nicer and so sweet and so helpful. And guess what? His older brother, who's in first grade now, punched him in the face multiple times. So there's been days where that kid came to school the next day with big old bruises on his face because his brother punched him. His brother punched him, literally. So the mom is scared of this kid, but like he's only in first grade, so he's not that big. But can you imagine what, like, if they don't figure out what to do with that boy and get him under control? I always tell parents, I'm like, this behavior, you let it slide now, oh, I know it's like, oh, well, he didn't mean to. No, no, it's like you can defend their behavior now, but when they get big, it's going to be a lot harder to ignore. You know, if some parents like see bad behavior and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do, and they throw their hands up and they ignore it. I'm like, that's cool and all, but if he's doing this when he's 5 and he's very small, can you imagine what he's going to do when he's like 13 and he's like massive and he's like probably twice your size? You know, like I hate it when parents like ignore crazy behavior problems as if they're going to go away, and I'm like, you want to get that thing fixed, you want to get that behavior fixed before they are bigger than you. One eye from India, what does that mean? Also, hey, hi Mip, and hi One Eye Gaming. Is that you? You're One Eye, your name is One Eye and you're from India? Was that your introduction? Hey, how are you? Sorry. I was talking about some crazy students I be having in my classroom. Okay, hey, Fred from India. How are you? How are you? If my kid does that, I'm gonna be like, do we have a problem? Yeah, I don't know. You gotta, at some point, you just gotta hire somebody to help. If it's really extreme, who knows? But welcome to Puppy Academy, friends. We've had a lot of new puppies today. Anyways, yeah, don't watch the Mario movie. That's what we were talking about, and somehow I started getting sidetracked and talking about behaviors. Don't watch the Mario movie. It's really bad. Oh, I watched the Minecraft movie, though. I did. We watched, because I was really sick last week, and I didn't really have anything else to do but sit there and watch movies and play games occasionally. So we watched the Minecraft movie as well. That one was okay. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be terrible based off of the memes and stuff I saw online about the movie, and everyone's like chicken jockey and all this other stuff, but it was okay. I think it took too long to start doing Minecraft stuff. They didn't actually enter the Minecraft world until 30 minutes into the movie. So I was like, that's odd. I kept looking at my watch and looking at Coach Haru like, all right, when are we going to get into Minecraft? It's called the Minecraft movie, and we spent a long time in the real world, but I mean, they're doing character building. They were doing character building. I can't get mad at them for that, because the Mario movie did 0 character building and I hated it. So I felt like the Minecraft movie was moving too slow, and I felt like the Mario movie was moving way too fast. I need a balance. I need another movie to balance it out. I do want to watch the Barbie movie. I've been watching these because these movies are on HBO right now, so I'm gonna watch the Barbie movie. I do. I wish they'd make an animated Halo movie. I don't know nothing about Halo. Not a single thing. All I know is that that when I was in like middle school, I watched that like 3D like animated like Halo like series thing that was on like Netflix, and it was like really old. It looked like PS1 graphics. It looked like PS1, PS2 graphics, and it was a whole like series about Halo. I don't remember what that's called. The Mario movies are kind of fast-paced, and they never spent too much time on nothing. No, they did not. They do not at all. Now my dad knows he gets his ult move. Hand slapped in my face always kills me. What are we talking about? If I do something idiotic, I get the belt treatment. Oh, I got the belt too when I was a kid, but it wasn't that often. The belt in my house was always reserved if you like really were acting out. You know, like your dad done said stop 10,000 times and you still going and you ignored him. That's when the belt came out. It's not a constant thing. Red versus blue, I think. Yeah, it's called something like that. Yeah. It's often even for Mars. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. That's crazy. Halo Legends is top tier. Yeah, it was about these guys. I watched it. I watched it a long time ago. I just don't remember much about it. I don't remember much of anything about anything at all. I'm not very knowledgeable about like stuffs. About anything. I'm not knowledgeable about anything at all. But yeah, I've been playing Baldur's Gate lately, y'all. I bought the game years ago. I bought the game when it first came out. But then I got tired. I bought the game years ago, and I was playing it on my old laptop, so the game didn't really run too well. And I was playing it with other people. Like, I never did a solo campaign and played by myself. I always played with, like, initially I did a run through with my brother. Then I started playing it online with some people from my, like, community. I played it with y'all. And then at some point, like, this past weekend, I've been really into, like, watching videos about Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff. And I was like, you know what's one game like that I haven't played? Baldur's Gate. I never got far in that game because I was always relying on other people to play. Like, I'd always sit down and play with other people. And playing it one player is so much more fun because now you get a whole party of, like, you get like a whole party of, like, companions of like your party members. So they, like, contribute to the story a lot. And I didn't realize how much they talk to each other because I had only ever played with other people. And other people take up party member slots. Like, they take up space, you know? So it's been fun. I realized really quickly how in Baldur's Gate, your consequences have actions. I mean, your actions have consequences. Sorry, other way around. I messed around and I found out. So, yeah, I made a mistake, like, yesterday. I thought I was helping people and I made a situation, like, 10 times worse. And, yeah, now I got, like, party members who don't want to join the party anymore, and an entire town of people may or may not have died. So yeah, your actions have consequences in that game. So who knew? Personally, I like to see a movie similar to Gladiator 300 or Troy again. I can't help it, I love it. Movies with sword fighting and the main protagonist dies in the end. Not they died in the end. I actually like it when stories have, like, characters that end in death. There's one game that I played a long time ago. I don't want to say which one it is, because just in case you're like wanting to play it, I don't want to spoil the end. But there's a game I played a long time ago where throughout the story, they're like, hey, if y'all keep doing this, I know y'all want to save the world and all, but when you save the world, this other character is going to die. Like, she will die because she's one of the save the world peoples. So if you save the world like you think you're doing, she will die and it will make the world 10 times worse. Like, it will not actually save it. And the main characters are like, nah, you're just messing around. We can save the world with the power of friendship. And the villain guy is like, please. And, like, please, I understand that things are bad right now. But again, if you do what you're setting out to do, the characters will die and the world will be worse off than where it started. And our characters are like, no, we have the power of friendship. We can stop anything. And you know, like, back and forth keeps happening throughout the game. Like, they're just constantly, the quote unquote villain is like, hey, don't do that. And our characters are like, yeah, we're gonna do it anyways because we don't like you. And the villain's like, hey, don't do that. And they're like, hey, I don't care because yeah. And you know how the game ended? Exactly how the villain said. They killed the villain, right? They killed the villain. The main character dies and they unleash the world into chaos. And that's just how the game ends. And then the screen goes, to be continued. And then you have to play the next game to finish it. And I remember beating the final boss after spending hours and hours and hours fighting the same game. Playing the same game. Just for it to hit me with to be continued and the main characters die and everything got so much worse. I was like, wow. Final Fantasy VII. No, it's not Final Fantasy VII, but it is a Final Fantasy game. It is a Final Fantasy game. But oh my god. I will never forget that. I think that was one of my favorite endings for any game because it just had the shock value. I literally was sitting there with my mouth wide open like this the entire ending because I was like, no way that just happened. But the guy told them the entire time. He literally was like, hey man, if you do this, you will die and the whole world will die. And they said, nah, homie, power of friendship. The power of friendship did not help them, guys. The power of friendship was not there. It's crazy. It's crazy. In a Final Fantasy game, that happens what she said. Listen, I'm sure that's happened in quite a few Final Fantasy games. I'm not gonna lie. I do know that like 10 had a similar ending. I don't think everyone died in 10, but stuff did happen, you know. But no, it's not 10. Oh my god, I played that game and I was like, that's insane. My favorite ending. I love shocking endings to stories, you know. I can't stand like the cliche like, and we used the power of friendship to save everybody, you know. Because sometimes, eventually, characters will dig a hole so far in that there's no way for them to climb out of it. You know what I mean? Like eventually, it's like, okay, like we got like 2 more bosses left to fight in this game, or we're in the movie theater, like we got 10 minutes to wrap up like an hour's worth of them just like messing things up and things getting worse, and you know it's going to end on something stupid like the power of friendship. So I really appreciate it when like games and movies they just don't do that. They just straight up like, you know what, we're gonna let the world in. The Witch in the 100 Night has like 2 to 3 endings and none are good from what I remember. Oh, what is The Witch in the 100 Nights? What is that? Infinity War? What's Infinity War? Yeah, I'm not very good. I'm not very caught up on my media. I've been paying attention to Nintendo lately and nobody else. It's so bad. I wish I could stream Baldur's Gate, but the downside about being a family-friendly streamer is that I can't play certain games on stream because Baldur's Gate does have a lot of very like mature cutscenes and whatnot. So that would be really fun. I think it'd be a fun thing to play through on stream. But you know, we gotta keep it cozy. Gotta keep it friendly. Friendly. I used to stream Skyrim on stream. That was back before Twitch had its rules in place where if you put certain game categories automatically put at your stream in mature. I understand that Skyrim is a rated, quote-unquote rated mature game, but I never considered it to be one. I played Skyrim when I was a teenager in a strict household, mind you. So like my parents like had to quadruple check everything before I was allowed to even get or buy something. So like if I was allowed to play Skyrim, then you know it wasn't that bad. So I did actually used to stream. I did stream Skyrim for a while, but then eventually Twitch made it so that like certain categories just turned your streams to a mature stream. And I was like, dang. I mean, because like once you play Skyrim enough times, there's only like a handful of quest lines in that entire game that are like mature, like a very small portion. I'd say probably about like 3 or 4 quests that are just like completely inappropriate. But like if you play, like just do most of the games, like go to the main story and do most of the more popular side quests, like you're not gonna run into anything bad. You know, I played that game when I played Skyrim when I was in high school. You know, and I was playing Oblivion when I was in middle school, so it's not that bad, but I can't play it on stream no more. It's gonna make my stream technically a mature one, and I don't want the mature streams. That would be like if I had my stream set to only mature. I feel like that's like half my audience gone. Who's gonna be left to watch it? Nobody. It's gonna be me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. I like when a character dies for his cause, like Darius, he died along with 6,000 other freed slaves against the Roman Empire, and they all screamed, "I am Spartacus!" Is that where that quote comes from? I'm Spartacus, I know that quote. So they couldn't identify him from the crowd of all 6,000. You see, that's a good way to go out, you know, that's a good way to go out. Hey, Panda! EA Sports is in the game. Remember when EA used to be a good company? I miss that. Anyways, y'all. I'm kind of running out of steam. I'm running out of steam. I'm running out of talks to have. Can you believe it? Cyan the Yapper is running out of talks to have. It happens sometimes. I gotta be in a special mood to talk for like 3 to 4 hours straight. But we 2 hours in, and your girls, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of eepy. That, and also I got stuff I kind of want to do. I kind of want to keep playing Baldur's Gate, but I can't play it on stream. Doesn't that suck? Like I want to play a game, but I can't play it on stream. So I have to end stream if I ever want to play the game. Isn't that crazy? Ah, that sucks. They had released a college sports game like baseball. Yeah. 24-hour stream when you know I cannot handle a 24-hour stream. Y'all know I usually only stream for like 3 hours max, and that's if I'm like really in a mood. Like I'm talking, I haven't spoken to anybody in weeks, and I really need somebody to talk to. That's what I can stream for, like maybe 5 hours. I've gone 5 hours before. I gotta be really entertained though to go 5 hours. I'm sure. I mean, I can go for a long time if I wanted to. I just wouldn't be enjoying it. 24-hour stream would be terrible. 12-hour stream would be just as bad. I ain't gonna lie. At most, maybe a 6-hour stream, but we were gonna really stretch it one day, you know? 6 hours. Do you consider Assassin's Creed to be a mature game? I really don't consider that either. Again, I played Assassin's Creed when I was in high school. I technically also played Black Flag, and I feel like Black Flag was the most, like, I feel like that was the least mature Assassin's Creed out of the bunch, to be honest. Like, Black Flag was just some pirates hanging out, you know what I mean? Also, hi! Because I played that when I was like 10. Yeah, exactly. Like Skyrim, I played that when I was a kid too. I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the Wii U! The Wii U! You know, so if I could play the game on the Wii U, then, how old was I? Like, maybe, shoot, oh, I don't even know. Was I in high school or was I in middle school? When did the Wii U come out? That's really a question. When did the Wii... Because it was one of my earlier games. Google. When did the Wii U release? 2012? I would have been in... Okay, so it could have been anywhere. It could have been middle school. It could have been high school. It came out in 2012. So I don't know. I don't know. I was either in... We'll say late middle school, early high school days was a Black Flag when I was playing Black Flag. But I don't know. Assassin's Creed is not a kiddie game. It's not, but have you played Black Flag? That one was pretty kiddish. I don't know. I remember playing it and not, like, thinking anything of it. And I was one of those kids that, like, I was a goody two-shoe. Like, we literally bought Shadow the Hedgehog, like, on, like, what, GameCube or PlayStation 2 something. I don't remember which game it was on. Shadow the Hedgehog. And I had it returned because he was cursing. He was saying curse words in the game. Like, that's the kind of kid I was. I told y'all earlier this stream that in, like, 7th grade, we threw away Dragon Quest because they had, like, demons and witches in it, and it was making me uncomfortable because I was in my religion era back then. Like, I feel like if Assassin's Creed, like, the kid that I was, if Assassin's Creed, if I found it to be mature or bad, I straight up would just not have played the game. I just would have not played the game. I would have told my mom. I would have been like, Mommy, this game is bad for me. And then we would have thrown it out. Like, I was my own tattletale. Hey, Godin, how are you? So, Assassin's Creed taught me more about history than school. That's true. It does teach us history, too. It was my first Assassin's Creed game. I think it's not the first Assassin's Creed game I owned because my brother played Assassin's, like the other ones, but it is the only, to this day, the only Assassin's Creed game that I played from start to finish. So I haven't really played any of the other games like that. Like they were there in the house, but I never touched it. I had the Xbox 360 Assassin's Creed like 1, 2, and 3. We had like the little pack, you know, the first few games. I never really played those. So I don't know. I don't know much about it. I just know that people don't like Assassin's Creed the series anymore, though. It used to be popular, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it recently. They said that I've heard that the game is getting kind of crazy. Okay. I'm getting kind of crazy with the microtransactions. That's what I've been hearing. So I played Call of Duty World at War. I was like 5. Oh my gosh! When I was in like elementary school, I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That was the game. When did Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 come out? No, 2009. Yeah, it was elementary / middle school era. Yeah, I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when I was a kid, dude. It was the only shooting game I ever played. And I never actually played the game. I just played with my brother. Like, we'd be in an empty map, and it was just me and him and an empty map. And what would we do? We would just chase each other around. We would screen look, which apparently there's a different, everyone has a different name for screen looking, by the way. Some people call it screen looking, some people call it screen watching. I've heard, oh, screen looking, screen watching. I've heard some other ones. Oh, I'm blanking on them though. Anyways, we would just screen look the whole time. Like, I would look at his screen, because you know it's split screen. I look at his side of the screen, he look at my side of the screen, and we would just try to chase each other around the map. And I would always constantly lose because I couldn't aim. Screen peeking, yeah, I've heard that one. Because I couldn't aim. So even though we were like we would cheat the entire time. Like, my brother would always end up killing me. So like, it just was not fun for me at all. It was not fun for me at all. Screen peeking, yeah. And I learned pretty early on I don't like shooting games, so I never got any better at it. I never got any better at it at all, so. You think it's because of the main story? A guy died in Assassin's Creed 3 and the others lost the original plot of the series. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about things like that. About how a lot of games are losing their plot. I'm still waiting for the next Elder Scrolls game. Because Oblivion was a good game. Skyrim was a good game. Are they making the next like game? Are they even working on it? Because oh my gosh, if they make another like Elder Scrolls world to get lost in, bro, y'all will never see me again. Y'all will never see me again. I'ma be elsewhere. I'ma be somewhere else. I had so many hours in Skyrim. I swear I played every quest. I swear I've gone through every route, played every quest, had every specialty. I know the game like the back of my hand. I've started over in that game so many times that I know how to just run around and skip everything in the beginning cutscene, all right? You don't gotta follow the people, you can just run the path yourself, you know? We're into the slasher RPGs like God of Tsushima or God of War. Oh, see, I'm bad at the games like that. They require reactions. And you know who can't do reactions? Me, because I'm bad at it, so, you know. I'm big and bad. Bad at the game. Bad at the game. Anyways, there's gonna be an ad break in about 5 minutes. I think when we come back from that ad break, I'm gonna play. I want to play Tomodachi Life right now. I'm kind of in the mood to play Tomodachi Life. A fair warning on my Tomodachi Life city. I was in the middle of redecorating, and then I ran out of money in the game. So my town is like half decorated and half not. Like, you can see where I stopped like decorating at. Also, I'm really bad at decorating, and it makes me so upset because I see people with really cool stuff in Pokopia and Tomodachi Life, and my game, they look terrible. Everyone looks terrible. Why am I so bad at decorating in video games? Oh my gosh. I'm bad at decorating IRL too, man. If you could see our little gaming setup, it's terrible in here. It looks bad. I got me a Kirby collection. I don't even know where to put the Kirby's at because I got such a bad spot for them. I think they still focus on Elder Scrolls Online or have to release Skyrim again. No, I don't want to release Skyrim again. How many remasters can we have of Skyrim? Unless they go and do a Skyrim Plus. I'd be down for a Skyrim like Plus where they add like a million trillion more quests and a million trillion more like skills and stuff. That I wouldn't mind. Like, if they took the world of Skyrim and expanded it more. Like, the DLC that they added for Skyrim over time, they gave you like access to new areas and things like vampires versus the werewolf like thing, but I need more. I need like, I'm talking like more branches of magic, more branches of fighting skills, more things to craft, a bunch more quests, you know? People you couldn't talk to before that didn't have quests, you can talk to them now, you have quests. More marriage candidates, all right? I'm tired of marrying Mercutio every time I play the game. I need someone else to marry, you know? All the other guys in that game suck. I need lots of more. I need lots of more, yeah. I'm bad at decorating too. I definitely need a woman's touch in my apartment. Like, see, that's the problem. I am a woman and I'm bad at decorating. That's bad. I'm supposed to be good at that. by default, and I'm not. It's so terrible. It's literally the worst thing ever. Like, y'all understand. You're gonna look at my Tomodachi Island and you're gonna be like, Cyan, what happened? I'm gonna be like, I tried to decorate. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Give us another Morrowind. We want the weird back in Elder Scrolls. I never played Morrowind. I heard that one is something. It is something. I heard that one's not great, but it wasn't terrible either. I heard that it is very weird. So I don't know. I haven't played Oblivion Remaster, but I might. I gotta get through Baldur's Gate though. I do want to experience Baldur's Gate story from start to finish. So I'm gonna spend some time playing that. We're both being sexist to ourselves in a way. Yeah, man. I'm a woman and I don't know many womanly skills in it. It kind of sucks, you know. Kotaru got a hole in his favorite shirt. And his mom was like, oh, get Cyan to sew it up for you. Me to sew it? Y'all, they don't teach people how to sew no more. Y'all, see, they thinking back in the day where high schools used to teach, like, home ec skills, you know? They taught them how to sew and all this other stuff, bro. My high school taught me how to be depressed, you know? That's pretty much all I got. So when she said, oh, Cyan can sew it up for you. Huh? Me? Yeah, I don't know, man. I need to learn how to sew. I need to learn how to cook. I can clean though. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, ad break. 3-minute ad break. I see y'all in 3 minutes, okay? Okay? Alright, because they're starting like now. When we come back, I'm gonna play Tomodachi Life. I'm letting y'all know that now. I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna play Tomodachi Life. I really want a game, so we go a game. I'm gonna set it up right now. Hey y'all! Sorry that took so gosh darn long. Oh my gosh. I was fighting my computer. Oh, let's get rid of the background music. There we go. I was fighting my computer. For some reason, it did not want me to have a capture card. You know, it's funny because I set up my capture card before I started streaming, like a good dog is supposed to do. All right, I set everything up before I started streaming to make sure I'd be able to transfer over with ease. And then apparently while I was streaming, it decided to give up. So in the background. So, but hello, hey, smoke detector alarm, beep. Do I need to go check to make sure that there's no crazy thing happening in my house right now? There's no fire. Let me move my chat over just slightly. I had to reset like a lot of my OBS stuff too. Everything was having a stroke. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're working now though. There we go. Let me move everything over. Yeah, I'm like my like chat and stuff disappeared too off of it. Who's a good puppy? I am! For 100 bits, I'm the best puppy on the planet. I appreciate it. That's Panda, by the way. I see Panda. He's waving at you. He says hello. Guys, some of you guys haven't met my islands people yet. You haven't met them yet. I had to be on this side this time because last time I was on the... You can't redeem glasses. I'm not on my other bottle. I don't have glasses here. Actually, do I? I might have glasses. I don't know, but I don't have glasses right now. I didn't give you your points back though. Have to go and cook lunch. Oh, I hope you eat something fun. Have a good lunch, okay? Remember the panda vine? Panda! I got brides in Atlanta. You mean that? That's all I know. That's all I know. By the way, I am sorry, I'm a previous owner of a VTuber group called RaMe. I recently stepped down as the owner. But most of the members on my island, the people on my island in this game are members from my VTuber group RaMe. So
I think Swaddles and
you might know some of
these.
you might not know some of these people. You might know some of these people, but these are all other VTubers that I love and cherish so much.
What should we talk about to
I love and cherish them so much. Oh, let's see. Swaddles and Blossom both have in common the fact that they're artists. So they're going to talk about art. Everyone's making like their islands like super crazy, full of like crazy like lingo and stuff. Whereas my island is super wholesome, by the way. Everyone's here is wholesome. Why did you step down? I'm a busy girl, that's why. I got busy over time.
This is Bull Blossom.
Welcome to Puppy Academy, Pascal.
Do you feel like talking about?
Please don't take my tail. Art.
Sure. Cool. Well, I have to say, I've been super into art.
They've been super into art lately. You like my tail? Oh, thank you. But please don't take it.
But
please don't take it.
Wouldn't you rather be looking at women than art?
Oh my god.
I suppose that's true for some people. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, well, Swaddles used to be all about looking at women too. But
I promise my island is wholesome.
She isn't interested in looking at women now, right?
Y'all, listen.
Yet.
Wait, guys, wait. I promise all the lingo in my island is wholesome. I promise. That's the only sus one, okay? That's the only... What? Who doesn't like looking at women sometimes, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I was like, yeah, they're gonna talk about something wholesome like art. And she's like, wouldn't you rather look at women than talk about art? I'm sorry. Okay, what if they look at women so they can draw women in their art, right? And that makes it better. Swaddles is on the floor. We were trying to make her friends with Bull Blossom. Here, this will help. This will help make them better friends.
Are you all right? Please.
Why does Minx pull it up like that?
Have you tried not doing that?
Maybe this will solve the problem. They can be friends now. She's so cute. I like
Thank
Swaddle.
you.
She's my favorite.
No
She's
need
my
to thank
favorite
me.
Islander. Like how she looks. She's my favorite in appearance wise. Indifferent. Wow.
Now I'm closer with Swaddle.
That's her being closer.
Thank
She's
you.
indifferent. She's like, that girl's okay, I guess. She's fine, you know. She's fine. She's cool. Yes, for anatomy practice. Yeah, you gotta look at women so that you know like how to draw them. You know what I mean? Full Blossom's also an artist. I'm gonna give her a paint set. Yeah. We got a lot of artists on this island. They can all have paint sets. They can all like have a painting fun time in the
Thank
corner.
you. I really wanted this.
Women can be a reference for art. I mean, several art classes do new model. They do. But yeah, look at Swaddle. Look at how cute she is. I love her design. Look at her.
There.
And just look, she's a little shy and stuff. Look at her little frilly skirt. Look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. Moon walks into the chat. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Or you already got head patch, Swaddles. You can't have all the head patch. I'm gonna give her a grilled cheese sandwich because everybody likes a grilled cheese sandwich. She gotta make sure nobody's looking before she starts eating. Okay, of course. Oh, she loved it. Everybody likes my grilled cheese sandwiches. Cyan's, try Cyan's homemade grilled cheese sandwiches. Everyone will love it. Meow, meow, meow. She gotta get the she's an artist too. She gotta get the painting set. There we go. We got too many artists on this island. They're all gonna be painting together. Yeah, be free, Waddles. And then she swaddled away, swaddle, waddle. And then she waddled away, swaddle, waddle, waddle. Look at her. Look at how she walks. She's so cute. Look at her. She's a cutie. You know what Bull Blossom's design of my mod, the one that I made her on this game reminds me of? I was watching a bigger VTuber talk of an Hololive VTuber make Kiara, and I feel like my design looked a lot like Kiara's from another. I don't remember who it was. One of the Hololive VTubers made Kiara in their game, and I feel like my Full Blossom looks a lot like Kiara from Hololive.
Well, I really can't get Frosty out of my head.
This is how love truly is, guys. I don't know. I don't look at the clouds and see Kotaru, but I do like Kotaru, so I don't know. Oh, they don't know each other? Hey, get to knowing each other. Everybody on my island needs to be friends. Or at least need to at least be introduced to each other so they can have the chance to be in friends. Wham, 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 wham. How are Aries slightly? Aries does kind of resemble Anya. They have the same hair color. They do. Alright, let me show you guys around. Alright. I told you I was in the middle of redesigning my island, so as you can see, like some places have stuff going on. You can ignore how this just kind of ends. I wanted like a boardwalk by the beach, so that's why there's like wood here. And then it goes down and leads to the beach here. And then I was gonna have like the big houses. You ever been to the beach and you tell like the bigger houses are like the bigger beach houses are always closer to the beach and stuff. So I wanted like the bigger houses to be here, and Frosty just kind of got thrown in there, but the bigger houses to be along the beach on the side, and then the shopping district's gonna be over here. But I'm not exactly sure the best way to go about designing this. I might turn it into a square. maybe if we like maybe we make like a shopping like square. So like this shop is like here. You know what I mean? So like I feel like these buildings look so weird from the side. Like a literal square. Like I'm like an actual literal square. With like all the shops along the sides and whatnot. Maybe is what I'm thinking. You know? And then the people can come and they can come shop in here. Yeah, what are y'all thinking? Is that a bad idea? I don't know. I'm really bad at designing. But no, I don't think there should be any on the back wall here, because if they're gonna walk this way and see the back of a building, that's kind of lame. So maybe like a shop corner. So like a shop here, and then shop here, and then we turn this one. Oh, this one looks really weird from the side. Wow. No, we could put the grocery store on the side. That's what we'll do. We'll put the grocery store on the side here, like a shopping
Yeah. And then here. And then here. And then we'll put the food place in the middle. In the middle. See? And then we can build like a little walkway is what I'm thinking. I don't know though. And then we could put something in the middle here. Maybe like maybe like a little foresty walky area. I'm not really sure. I'm really bad at decorating is what I've been saying. And I don't think y'all believe me when I say I'm bad at decorating, but trust me. Trust me. It's not. Trust me, it's not. This has not been going good. So you feel warm while thinking about Frosty? No, you gotta feel cool when thinking about Frosty. When is that? When I was in Cali, I saw most of the big houses near the beach. Yeah, if you ever go to like places that have lots of beaches and stuff, that's how they tend to look, right? They tend to have like most of their places like by the beach. There's one beach in particular that I like going to, that I've been to a few times in my life, and they have like the boardwalks, like a little wooden like path along the beach like that, and then most of the shops were like on the beach here, so like the shops were like along the walls like that, you know what I mean? But in the case of the landlocked town like mine, most of the grocery stores on the highway and local stores are mainly in the main street. Yeah, I was trying to take inspiration from like other places, but I feel like I'm so bad at decorating that like that just has not happened, you know? Like I just feel like I'm so bad. Can this fountain fit in the center here? Yeah. So maybe we put like the fountain in the center. And then maybe around the fountain we have a pretty like green area. I don't know. Like I mean like yeah. Give me the pretty flowers for the fountain itself. And then we have the normal grass for the not fountain part. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I always get these buttons mixed up every time I play this game. Okay. Maybe the like around the fountain is just greenery. Just a little space around the fountain. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then here we can put like, I don't know, and we put like the dining set like on this side over here, right? Because this is by the restaurant. Yeah, y'all feeling it? It's by the restaurant, so we put a little dining stuff here. Yeah, okay. I need some trees. Give me some trees. I need some greenery. Do I have trees? Are we tree poor? We're not tree poor. We have trees. 1 tree, 2 tree, 3 tree, 4 tree. I need these buildings to back up like 1. Y'all too close. There you go. All right, 3 trees, and then oh my gosh, it's coming together, y'all. We could put some flowers in here. Oh hey Shadow, I'm doing okay. Hey Franca. We put some flower. Oh yeah. It's all coming together now, boys. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? And then we can have some so you see how ugly this area is? Like I don't know what to put here. Look at that random playing bouncy rides and random vending machines. I'm taking this vending machine. We're gonna do like they do in Japan. You're gonna put them in random little area. Or maybe we could put the vending machine like down here. They come get a little snack while they rested. Here, if this is the entrance, we're gonna have vending machines along the entrance. Give me that. We're gonna have little vending machines along the entrance of the park, right? I'm taking the vending machines because I'm a little broke right now. I ain't really got. I mean, I was broke, so I still don't have much vending machine money like that. I definitely need more beach loungers though. It ain't very beachy right now. Give me this picnic table. We're gonna put the picnic table right here. Yeah. And then give me this picnic table. Yeah, we're gonna put this one on the other side, like right there. Yeah, you see the vision? You see the vision? And then oh, one more vending machine. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then we got oh yeah, some benches. Maybe they can come sit. You sit and watch. Oh, you can put benches inside. No, you can't. It's flashing. Okay. I thought I didn't know you could put stuff in there. It's like take inspiration from historical, medieval, dark age towns. In fact, when I was playing Minecraft, I made a Norman
centric castle with 2 walls of turret. See, I try to take inspiration, but I'm really bad at recreating literally anything. So my quote unquote inspiration just ends up looking like really bad. Yeah, give me, yeah. Actually, this should not be in the grass. What if the benches are like in the little walkway space back here? You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 And then we need benches for the other side too. Yeah, take me to the shop.
Welcome.
Take me to the shop so I can buy benches. I just need to buy some things for my town. I really want to have a pretty island. I need more beach loungers for the beach. And I'm gonna need some beach umbrellas. Under my umbrella, Ella. What color though? I like the colorful one. You think it's too many? Cyan, you have this game? You have this game? Oh, I'm glad you have a game. It's a good game. Welcome to Puppy Academy, bro. Vestera. Yeah, give me the colorful ones. Honestly, do we even want like the... Do we want the normal white beach chairs or do we want the pink one? I'm thinking of white. Gotta keep the town looking a little neutral, you know? Neutral colors. I got some seesaws, I think. Yeah. Give me the pink one, though. Yeah, give me the pink seesaw. Is there anything else I need to buy? No. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Cha-ching! Now I have no money! That was all my money. Your girl's broke. There we go. But now we can actually have, like, a beach space, you know? Why won't it let me put it here? Oh, it will. Okay, it looked like it didn't want it to be put. You gotta space them out 2 spaces at a time. That's a lot of space for a beach chair. You ever been to a beach? They be putting them things like right next to each other. You gotta make friends with the person you sit next to. That's how close they be putting them beach stuff down now. We're gonna spread it out a little this way because there needs to be a path going up to that garden. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. That umbrella ain't protecting nobody from the shade. Not a single soul is getting protected from that shade. I got one more left. Oh, I need one more. I don't want to buy it though. All right, give me the seesaw. This is gonna be another little park. It's gonna be a kid park over here. Okay, so I got one little kid part, two seesaws, and then I wish you could have like a swing or something. We're gonna put little bouncy playground ride. We gonna decorate this one up a little later though. I ain't really want to decorate this one up now, but we gotta put a vending machine, of course, because that's what they got in Japan. They got vending machines in the most random spots. All right. Where my 2 benches I just bought? Give me the 2 benches. Teacher, I'm making a fanfic for my OC lore. Yeah, it is cool. I used to love doing stuff like that when I was younger. Then I got old, and when you get old, you get boring. Ugh. I don't really want to put this one on the side like that, though. Yeah, I'll put it right here. Let's move it up 1. Yeah, right there. Let's go on the other side, move it up just 1. We don't want it too far in the middle of the walkway because people are gonna walk there. Can we move the weeds, please, though? Yeah, move the weeds over there. Or actually, put the weed in my pocket. Y'all don't need weeds. My place is too beautiful for weeds. Yeah, give me a tulip. Look at all the flowers I own. Yeah, we little flower poor. I have 107 weeds, though. Yeah, 107 weeds. All right, let me palm trees. That's what we missing on the beach. We gotta move that one. That one's like directly in front of something. Palm trees. Yeah, put the palm trees right in front of the view. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing now. Y'all got palm trees in there. Palm trees. Alright, let's move this one out of the walkway. Maybe we'll have 2 strategically placed palm trees. Like one right there. One. Yeah, boy! Now we looking nice. Now we looking nice. Oh, yeah. This is looking better. This is much better than when we started. We need to do something with this empty grass, though. It really is just empty grass. But One last thing, we gotta fix the walkways at least. If I don't fix nothing else to stream, I at least fix the walkways. We got our little boardwalk, right? But let's... Should this connect all the way up here like this? Oh, that's uneven. Hello. Oh, this has to be 4 blocks wide to be even. That sucks. Everything else is like... No, that's 4 blocks. It matches. Oh, the math ain't mathin'. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? See that? We gotta fix that. The math ain't mathin'. We don't... Yeah, there we go. Alright. And then... Are we good? Grass here. Little walkways. Maybe, what's the other kind of flooring we got? What other floors we got? Steel. We don't want steel. Cobblestone. Maybe. Concrete. Yeah. I might. Let's fill in the little shop space with concrete. Where the shops are at, you know. Give them a little concrete space. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Okay, let's do it 5 by 5. Oh, there's a news station back here. Where do you go? This place being like half over here and not over there. The unevenness is bothering me. I'm a girl of symmetry, and there's no symmetry here because it gets cut off in a corner. That is low-key bothering me. I'm not gonna lie. Should it bother me? Should I move things up? I technically could move the no, because then it would run into the shops. I don't know. The lack of symmetry is bothering me. Also, what do I do with you? Where does this guy go? He can go in the center of the park. This is a news station park, guys. You take your kids to go have fun at the park, and then you take it. I don't know. Where do you go? I mean, right? You can hide behind the Ferris wheel for right now, just for right now, until we find a good spot for bro. I don't know where to put him. Or actually, we could just put it along the beach. What? I can't even grab it. It's in the way. The Ferris wheel is literally blocking it to the point where I couldn't even grab it. We could just put it along the beach, like over here. We can do that. We most definitely can do that. Do. And then just kind of... Nope, I didn't mean to... It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can fix it. I can fix it. Yeah. All right. Good enough, boys. Y'all like my town? You think the town is gorgages? Cause I think mine's gorgages now. It's got spirit. It's definitely got spirit. I add a little bit to my town every day. I'm not very good at decorating though, so a lot of stuff looks ugly. We were ready to try and tax the village inside the castle, bruh.
I did. But did you hear all the talk about a visual novel?
See, we got wholesome lingo in my town.
I heard about that a while ago. But you know what? We never finished talking about the scary movie.
That discussion is different than the one we were having about the plushie.
The plushie.
Totally different. Anyway,
Look at them having a wholesome, cute conversation.
Don't go laugh at
They're besties, that's why. Of course the besties gotta have a bit conversation. They're joking about current events using sarcasm and wit. Yeah, that sounds like me and Mink. 2 peas in a pod. This is Kotaru. This is my husband. Because he used to be a VTuber, so he did have a model I could base his character on. He did used to be a VTuber.
I've been thinking it might be time for Cyan and me to move into a new home.
Move into a new home?
What do you think?
He wants to move out away from his son? Are you kidding me? No, Kotaru. Yeah. He does not like his son, by the way. So me and Kotaru in this world, we got married, just like IRL, and we ended up having a kid. His name's RaMe, right? He's technically, by this game standard, he's 0 years old. All right, the game says he's 0 years old. He has a crush on Anya right now from Spy X Family, who's 5. So I guess it's okay. They're around the same age, right? He does not have a good relationship with his father. Kotaru is always like, oh man, there goes that boy again. Oh, there goes my son doing son things. And I don't understand why that's the case. I don't understand why Gotaru dislikes Remy so much. Like, what did Remy do to him? Anyways, go talk to your girl, Remy. No, I said talk to her. Don't just listen to them. That's awkward. He's so awkward. Oh my gosh. Oh, welcome back, Panda. Panda, let's go check up on you. What do you got going on, Panda? You've been making friends with anybody? Let me see. Oh, he's dancing. He's dancing while he watches Swaddle's fate. Panda, look at him go. Look at him go. Ain't nobody gonna come join him. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll come join. Oh, hey! Hey! Look at him go. Oh, snap! Oh, snap! He cool with it. He chill with it. Ah! Oh, Swaddles had to look away for her paint for a second. Oh, she's painting him. She's painting him. She's using him as her muse.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Yeah, keep dancing, Panda. Keep dancing. You're gonna get a nice drawing from Swaddles. That's fun. I like that. Hello, Frozen. He's moving. He's grooving. He's moving and he's grooving.
Hello. My look is lacking a...
No, Cherry. You have your look. You have your cute outfit. It took me like an hour in creators to make your cute outfit, girl. Don't you tell me you want a different outfit, all right? Yours was handmade. Handmade by the Queen Cyan. I only speak English. I don't speak Russian. I speak English only.
I want to eat something.
You want something cold? What's cold? Ravi, no. What is something that's cold? Oh, a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's
Yum.
very cold. You don't put that in the microwave. Yeah, please keep chatting English. I don't speak other language, so I can't moderate other languages. He didn't like the... Oh my gosh. He didn't like it, guys. He asked for something cold, and I gave it to him. Hello again, Cyan, and other people. Hello, Jack. So welcome back. We playing. I'm feeding Lloyd from Spy X Family some cold
Yum.
food, because that's what he said he wanted. He said he wanted some cold foods. Oh my, he don't like anything today. He's too needy. He didn't like it. He don't like nothing. To be fair, if someone gave me a bowl of spinach, I too would be unhappy. So, all right, let's see what the night market got us today.
Save 50%
Ooh,
on
that's
the
kind of
high-waist
cute
pinafore
though.
outfit.
That's a pretty outfit.
Thanks a
Hello.
lot. Be sure to stop.
I'm gonna give that outfit to Vol Blossom. Where's she at? Where's Vol Blossom at? I feel like she would rock that outfit. Where's Vol Blossom? Where's Vol Blossom? Where's Vol Blossom? Oh, there she is. This will be your greatest work. Put that down.
Hey, good
I got you
afternoon.
a pretty dress. Here you go. Do you like it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, girl. She thinks it's okay. Oh yeah. She looks so pretty in that. Look at how cute she is. Do we have like a little like bow or something we can give her too? Oh, the pink hair clip. Yeah, here you go, girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, beggars can't be choosers, you know. Come on now. I guess the hair clip is slightly off colored. It's very slightly off colored. Is it? Do we got a better color for her? Oh no, that's also slightly off colored too. Oh, I think she would rock the fancy hat though. I'm not gonna lie. We'll leave that there. Hey Lizzie, look at Vol Blossom's pretty little dress. Does anyone else? Do I have any outfits that anyone else will look nice in? I don't know. Cyan, what are you wearing? Cyan's still wearing her signature outfit. I might have started switching people's outfits up. I might start playing dress up.
You're looking chipper.
I'm looking chipper. Thanks, girl. You looking dapper. Let me see. Anything? Am I got any cute Cyan wear? Look at Mink dancing, just watching. I'm like vibrating and then just watching Mink dance. Oh no, I don't have anything I think will look good on Cyan. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like most of this stuff is a bit too much, a bit much. Like this dreamy dress, that's a lot. That's a lot for Cyan. That's a bit much for her. I got a lot of pink stuff. Where my blues at? I got the muscle suit. Who in here muscular? Nobody. I'm giving Panda the disco jumpsuit. Panda, where you go? Come back, Panda. Panda, my dancer boy, he gotta have the disco jumpsuit. Come here, Panda. We changing outfits.
Sensei.
I've probably changed Panda's outfit more than I changed anybody else's in this game so far. Where is it? Give him the disco jumpsuit. You don't do disco, now you do. Aw, yeah. Yeah, he liked it. He liked it. You're like the only person in this island I'm constantly changing outfits of. Everyone else got their own signature thing, and I'm like, nah, Panda, he my dress-up boy. You got a different outfit every time I play. You're gonna have a different outfit tomorrow. Don't worry, you don't like this one, Panda. Alright, let's see. I find it interesting that I completed all of these, but it doesn't say complete on it, so I wonder if they're going to ever, like, I don't know, like, give you more stuff up here. Maybe it's because of the seasonal options will have different ones for, like, instead of cherry blossom, I know for summer it's gonna be something different. That's what I'm thinking, possibly. This is why that one doesn't say complete. Get my cherry blossom trees! Yeah, here's one as a gift. Thank you. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. One thing that my people don't have is they don't have, like, decorated rooms. I'd have not given anybody a decorated room. I kind of want this one because I've been playing Baldur's Gate, so I might add Asterion or, like, as a character. I've also seen people add Marceline to their island. I kind of like that. I don't know. I want a lot of Miis, but at the same time, I want to be able to take care and spend time with my Miis, and I can't do that if I have an island full of 70 Miis. But at the same time, there's so many Miis I want on my island. Like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, what can you do? Desert Oasis set, minimal. Cat person? I didn't get a cat person set. So I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm like, I want this character and this character and this character. But eventually your island's gonna get so big that they're not gonna be like... They're not gonna be like hanging out with each other and stuff like they should, you know? Yeah, go for it. Go be friend Frosty. Even though Frosty's been on a crusade lately. She's been so mean to everybody. And hands over his lace slip. Hey, Captain Fox, how are you?
This bad before. I'm gonna be okay, though. Right.
We're a wholesome town.
I vow to return the favor one day. It was no trouble at all.
Look at my son. Look at him. Look at him. Is he watching Anya? He has a crush on Anya.
I had a fun time with Frosty. And, if I'm being honest, it's all thanks to you.
Oh, thanks, Cherry. You're so kind.
Hey, Mommy?
Oh, hey, Mommy. Hey, son. Look at him. Look at that pep in his step. He's just so happy to be here. And Kotaru hates him. Who are you curious about? Oh, Cyan. Go ahead, Hiyori. This is Hiyori from Noragami. Go, Hiyori, go! Dang. She a superstar.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Hiyori. So glad to meet you.
It's Hiyori Iki.
I'm Cyan.
I think they'd be good friends, to be honest. How wonderful a four-leaf clover can be. My students try to sell me on how wonderful four-leaf clovers are. I'm not gonna lie. That's a common topic at this school. It's a four-leaf clover. It's good luck. You gotta have all of them because they're good luck. You like Noragami? I haven't made Yukine yet. I've only made Hiyori and where's Yato? I saw him earlier. And Yato. He needs something right now though. Meow 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 meow.
Hey,
What you want, Yato?
I'm hungry.
Oh, he hungry. Let's give him some expensive caviar, because he's a god, you know? You gotta have the best of the best for the gods. I was about to say, I hope he doesn't love it because it costs way too much money, but he seemed like he liked it a lot. It's his number 3 like. Dang, that brought his happiness all the way up. Bro really liked it. Alright. I'm gonna give him a sword. Oh, I already gave him a sword. Okay, I'm ahead of myself. All right, give him a sword. That's pretty much it for the thing. Let's see. Greets proudly. Yup. I might make him stand proudly too. He's a very prideful boy. I also wanted to add the Oron High School Host Club boys here. I have so many characters I need to add. He's a either he's a arms crossed or stands proudly. I'm thinking stands proudly. He's a very prideful boy. Yato's very prideful. Lost the magic of 4-leaf clover. I used to fight them all the time as a kid. I'd go outside and I'd come back. I used to have trouble finding them. I could only find 3-leaf clovers. Like, I felt like 4-leaf were so rare for me. I could just never find them. I hate how big this guy's forehead is. Like, can I move his hair down? What is the pixel quiz? I don't think I've gotten the pixel quiz yet. Okay.
Here's your first pixel. What do you think it is?
Cheese? I guess a bamboo box is not Kirby or a Vulpix.
Bamboo.
I said cheese.
Next up. What do you think it is?
It's food. How would I know? I'm thinking
The
meatballs.
answer is filet mignon.
I don't even know what a filet mignon is. I don't know what that is. It looked like meatballs. Man, don't give me no tissues. I don't want it. I don't want it. You know how many tissues I've gotten as consolation prizes? It makes me sad. I don't need that many.
Oh, Sensei, hello. My look is lacking. Can you get me?
You want some headwear? She wants a hat. Do I have a cute little hat for her? I think I do. Oh, I give her the big red bow. Give Becky the big red bow. Oh no, no. No, it's too big and red. No. It looks terrible. It looks so bad. I wasn't expecting it to look that bad. I don't know what Becky does in Spy X Family. I'm not gonna lie. I only watched season 1 and she was like there, but she wasn't there. But I needed Anya to have friends, so I can't tell you much about. I just remember her being really energetic. Like, that's all I remember. Spy X Family, yeah, this is Becky from Spy X Family, but I don't. It's been a while since I watched that anime, so I don't really know what she would do. I don't know. Does she stand cutely? Is she proud? Is she smug? I'm gonna give her the smugly one. With the point system, yeah, it's quite nice. She got the stand smugly's quirk.
I feel like I got one.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, you go stand smugly with the rest of your Spy X Family. They all stand smugly, to be honest. Oh, thanks for the bitty bits, friend. How are you, Rage Panda? You angry Panda? We need to sell a vault system just like that, yeah. In my classroom, we have an economy system, so they just earn coins. And they can buy stuff. Panda with the 10 chair, yeah!
Afternoon.
Oh, Pinky's dreaming about me. Oh. Bonjour.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas
Guten
tardes. Guten Tag.
Buongiorno. Magandang hapon. Konnichiwa.
I know what all of these means. Except for that other one. It's like Mangun. I'd never heard that one before.
This is Puppy Academy, right?
No, Pinky, you got dropped off at the Puppy's Language Academy. That's different from Puppy Academy. Come on now.
Glad that was only a dream.
Oh, I got a globe. That's nice. That's a nice gift. Thank you. Can you imagine the completionist trying to play this game? Like, because everything is so random. I'm okay. I have a bit of a cold. Oh, I hope you feel better, friend. No codes for this. No codes for people here. There can only be one panda. Why? Why can't we have 1,000 pandas?
Hey there.
When I was in
Sensei.
elementary school, we had Class Dojo. Oh, I use Class Dojo in my classroom. It's how they earn coins. So Thursdays are paydays, right? So Class Dojo, they earn points throughout the week. And then on Thursday, however many points they get in Class Dojo is how many coins that they get for my shop. So Thursdays are payday. So every Thursday I go, okay, you have 3 points in Clash Dojo, so here's 3 coins. And they keep them in their pencil pouches. And then Fridays, I open up shops in the morning during math time. And they have to come up to me. They have to count out all their coins. And then they have to pay for the item. So if it's cost 5, they have to count out the 5 themselves to give it to me. It's a fun way to
I
teach
was
kids
talking to
counting.
Neon, but things just did.
I didn't click. That's the girl you got a crush on. Come on now. Yeah. So I like it because it teaches the kids how to
Please come again.
yeah, I teach the kids how to count basically while also having fun, right? Lifesavers and such. In my store, in my class store, we have oh yeah, give me these ones. We have Play-Doh. Like I bought a mini Play-Doh set. I bought mini fidget spinner set. There's little rings that the kids can buy. There's these big collections of big stickers that are really cute. They're cute and they're really big stickers. And a bunch of other little toys too. Oh, this is the big bow. Oh, the demon tail? Yeah. I don't know who's going to use that, but you gotta buy the item at least once so it can pop up in the shop forever. So you gotta make sure you buy at least one thing. A ballet dress? Yeah. Maybe I'll get the blue one to Cyan. Maybe that'll be her new outfit of the week. Do like you do. Yeah, give me the tracksuit. Meow 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 meow. This is a job week, dude. We got pilot jacket, we got safety vest, we got the uniform, we got the waiters. Bro, this is the working week. Did you necklace? With some soccer shorts? Yeah, soccer! Yeah, give me the white ones. Alright. When was your last fire drill? At the end of every month is a fire drill. The end of every month. Ooh, we got rice. I love rice. Enchilada, apple crumbs. Oh, these are all good items. Give me these. We're gonna be broke. You know, I'm blocking how much money this costs, but we only have $200 left, and I'm spending it all on enchiladas and apple crumbles. So, yeah, girl's poor again. This is why I keep half decorating my island because I keep spending all my money on the weekly items. That's why I'm broke. Oh, it's yours.
Watching me news for Saturday, May 9. Recently, Damien held a workshop at the island's community center.
Ah, big forehead
The
man.
workshop's purpose was unknown, but Damien showed up with an unopened puzzle. So, naturally, residents spent several hours
Welcome to
putting the
Puppy
puzzle together while
Academy.
Damien watched. Damien then took the puzzle back home without saying a word.
That's a good idea.
Workshop participants were left to assume that the only reason this workshop existed was so that they could do Damien's puzzle for him.
That's a good idea.
He asked
Got a
residents
pretty
for
puzzle
their
you want to put
reaction.
together? Make other people
Thank
do
you
it.
for the uplifting news.
Aw, thanks,
I
Hito.
know
How
a thing
kind.
or two about that.
I'm sure, Anya, you do.
Thanks for watching. I'm Yor, and this has been the 2 o'clock news.
My first fire drill was in 1st grade. It was really loud with the EST Genesis horn strobe. To this day, it's kind of alarmed and most infamous to me. I had a terrifying moment when I had my first ever fire drill because when I had, not my first ever, but my second, like my
name is
one in
Swallow.
1st grade, right?
Can I have your name?
My 1st grade classes were in the trailer classroom, so they were outside, right? And so I had asked to go to the bathroom, and you know, to go to the bathroom, you had to walk to a different trailer. It was a separate, like, outdoor, like, trailer bathroom. So I went to the trailer bathroom, and while I was like on the toilet, actively using the bathroom, the alarm went off. And it scared me so bad because I didn't really know where to go and what to do because I was in 1st grade. This was a new school for me. So this was the first alarm for a new school, like at a new school, because I went to a different school in 1st grade that I did kindergarten.
There.
And I'm on the toilet when the alarm goes off. So I'm like trying to hurry up and like finish using the restroom and wiping and running to the sink and trying to hurry up and wash my hands and whatnot. And I run out into like the trailer space and all the classrooms were already gone. Like I opened the door to the classroom and everybody was already gone. And I remember being so scared. Like I just started wandering around until I found a random class. a random class, and I went to go stand by them, and I was like, help me. Help me, I was in the bathroom during the fire alarm. And ever since that moment, I started watching the alarms like a hawk. So I started paying attention to the pattern recognition of like when the alarm was coming up. So I started paying very close attention to it, you know? So like, that's when I figured out that at the end of every month is when they held fire drills. So if it was the last week of a month, I would actually go to the bathroom very infrequently. And I would make sure that if I went to the bathroom, I'd run in there, use the bathroom as fast as possible and come back out. If it was the last week in a month, I used to watch that calendar, like literally all the way up until I graduated school. And then I became a teacher and I still watch the calendar to this day. I'd be like, man, we haven't had a fire drill in a while. Let me make sure that, I use the bathroom so that I don't get stuck in the bathroom when the alarm goes off and I need to hurry up and rush my kids out. You know what I mean? Like, it was so traumatizing. Like, I was so scared. That to this day, it affects me as a teacher. No, girl, we're poor. Goodness gracious. This girl knows we ain't got no money. And she was like, oh man, we should put something right here. Girl, we ain't got no money. What we gonna put right there? But yeah, it was a really scary time. And I think about that sometime. I really do. I really do. I like my little island right now though. I really just need to work in my island, like people's rooms. Cause like, we're kind of broke right now, but like, only a handful of people got decorated rooms. Like this is Claire's room, this is Cherry's. Most people's rooms are just like nothing. They're just nothing rooms. Like I don't know. Who does Autumn live with again? I don't remember. Oh, Pinky, that's right. Pinky and Autumn didn't move in together. So, but yeah, fire drills were scary. They're also scary for kindergartners. Fire drills are scary for me as a teacher because the first one is always held at a bad time. So the way kindergarten functions, right? Here, we're just gonna watch a me. We're gonna watch Pinky. All right, while I talk about this. The way kindergarten functions, at least at my school, is that the first thing that happens is we do something called staggered entry, which because these kids have never been to school before and they need to learn the ropes and stuff, when they first come in, we don't have all the kids at once. It's called staggered entry, so every day you get a different set of kids. So I get 4 kids Monday, a different 4 Tuesday, a different 4 Wednesday, a different 4 Thursday, and then Friday, all the kids coming at once. That way, you get to test the kids individually and get to know them, like what they need and what they don't need, because they never had prior testing before, right? Because they're 5, it's their first time starting. So you get to know the kid, and also so the kid can adapt to being in a school setting, right? And it's not like super like strenuous and stressful for them. So that's what we do. But usually the fire drills that we have in the beginning of the year always either takes place that Friday where all the students are coming in, or the next Monday where the students it's their second day of school. So fire drills are usually stressful in the beginning of the year because we just learned these kids. Is she falling in love with Autumn? Is she falling in love? Oh my god, that's her roommate! That's her roommate! No, you can't fall in love with your roommate! Oh my gosh.
I feel all mixed up.
Pinky!
I like Cherry, but I also
And she
have
already likes
feelings
Cherry?
for Autumn. Who do you think I really
Who do I
like?
think you really like? I have to pick. I have to pick. Can I roll a dice? Why is there no button for let Pinky decide? Hello? Oh my god. I guess. Who do I think Pinky would be better with though? Do I think Pinky would be good with Cherry or with Autumn? Autumn is very, very, very outgoing, and she laughs a lot and she smiles a lot and she's always having fun. And Pinky's a bit, not Pinky, oh my gosh, Cherry's a bit more introverted, but she has a lot of really, 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 really interesting things that she knows about. She's very knowledgeable about stuff. Oh, let me see, I don't know. I guess we'll go with Cherry because she started off with Cherry. We're not switching, Chris. Yeah.
Cherry,
You flip a coin, too late.
For me.
Yeah, I don't want her to fall in love with her roommate though. That's weird. Like you're living with your roommate and you're like, oh, I liked him. No, not your roommate. Come on now. Because then you know what happens if you asked out your roommate and they're like, no, I don't like you like that. Bro, then it's going to be awkward for the rest of your days. The rest of your days. And we don't want nobody to be awkward for the rest of the days. Okay, now that I put stuff on the beach, everybody's here. Everybody's on the beach now. People were like, oh, we got chairs here. Now we can sit. There we go. I guess my people were bored before. They didn't have enough places to hang out at. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end stream here. An ad break is supposed to happen in like a minute. I'm going to try to raid before the ad break happens because I don't want to get y'all trapped in the ad and then raid. I'm not even sure if you go to the raid with me if you get stuck in the ad break. Like, I don't know how that works. So we're going to hurry up and raid. But like I say at the end of all of my streams, sayonara, hope you have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. It's a weekend. I always see y'all on weekends. If I'm not sick, of course. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Okay? Just make sure you hang around. We're going to raid Roxy because he's very family friendly. He is one of the family friendliest people I know. Okay? He's very wholesome stream. Oh, sorry. I gotta press the things that trigger my reactions. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Oh, Pinky, just in time. Just in time, Pinky. Alright, y'all. Like I say at the end of all of my streams, sayonara. I hope you have a good day. No, not yet. Your streak did not. It didn't go through. It did go through. You're good. Alright. Alright, ready? Bye, y'all. They gotta beat the ads. Ads will take place in 30 seconds. Bye. Bye. No ads. Ah.